Good morning. This is your wake up alarm. 3, 2, 1.
This is Ace and TJ 5G.
Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Ace. TJ. Riggins. Alexis. Tech D-Rob.
Every day.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Alexis, she came in here, I guess, just trying to be anti-American today after the World Baseball Classic last night, where the Japanese beat the U.S. Americans, and she's wearing a shirt cheering on Japan.
Sheesh.
I'm like, oh, read the room. Have a little bit better tone hearing.
I really screwed that one up.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you probably had no idea the World Baseball Classic was last night.
No, I didn't even know Japanese people play baseball.
Oh, really?
They're very good. They're very good.
Mm-hmm. They were, I think the Japanese were into U.S. American baseball before any of the Latin American countries were.
The best baseball player in the world is Japanese.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, they made a, didn't they have a Japanese character on one of the Bad News Bears?
Yeah, sure did.
So that's how you know right there. The Bad News, the original Bad News Bears in the 70s.
Yeah. It was very politically incorrect, but they still had one.
Yeah. It
was the 70s.
And the beauty of it was
Nobody
there was
knew.
no political correctness back then.
Everybody thought it was funny.
We just all loved one another back then. That's how we just got to get back to loving one another.
It was a good movie. I love that movie. Bad News Bears.
I love all the Bad News Bears movies. But the remake wasn't as great as the original 3 or whatever, but I still would watch any one of the original 3 every time they come on.
That's right. They went to Japan.
They went to Japan,
In one of the sequels.
They had the first Bad News Bears, then they went to the Astrodome and played, and then they went to Japan and played.
Yeah. The best sports movies are always about baseball, I've found.
Yeah.
I would agree. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know why that is, but it's just like...
And
seems
for
to be
one
the
reason,
ones
they can get it to look more realistic than they can, like, say, football.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Because with football, it never looks realistic. And basketball, they only play like on a TV show.
Yeah.
And they're playing basketball on the show. They only use like a tiny little court that's not even close to being the right size.
They've always got the half court line almost like right up against the 3-point lines. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Right.
But the thing about football movies too is that I find Rudy has lost some of its luster. Because Rudy considered by many people to be the greatest football movie ever, but I just saw an interview a while back with Joe Montana during the Super Bowl, and he was like, I mean, if you want me to be honest about Rudy,
No, we don't.
because
Joe
Montana was
Montana?
on that team, and people they ask him how much of it is true. He's like,
Oh, I hate
He's
that.
like, did he get a sack? Yes. He goes, was he carried off the field? He goes, yes. It was a joke. Did people chant his name? No. All this other stuff. He was like, no. They asked him. He was like, I mean, if you know, and he said, every time I see Rudy, we make fun of him and laugh about it and blah blah blah. So it's like it was grossly exaggerated.
That's not cool.
Which took some of the fun out of it for me. But it's
Yeah,
That's
that
the
does.
truth.
That's a shot to the heart. Like it's like if I were to find out now that the basketball scenes from Hanging with Mr. Cooper weren't real.
changed the whole show for you.
Space Jam wasn't at all.
That's true. Let's see what's trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ
I
Show.
don't know if you guys are going to Lollapalooza this year.
I am now.
Or am I about to learn about some hot bands that are going to be there?
They announced the lineup yesterday, so it's Red Hot Chili Peppers. They're still dragging them out on stage, I guess.
The
Billie
Red Hot Chili
Eilish.
Peppers are playing stadiums.
I know.
Like, they're huge.
No, they're
If you
cleaning
watch them,
stadiums.
they were performing at, I think it was at the MTV Music Awards.
Yeah.
It was horrific. And I know
Yeah, I didn't see it.
They look great. They still seem in shape and they're ready to play, but golly.
Didn't they play here in Charlotte not too long ago?
Yeah,
Are they supposed to?
They played Bank of America
Yeah,
Stadium.
that's what I thought.
Yeah, I've never been much of a fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I like their recorded music way better than watching them do a live performance.
Oh, yeah. It was hard to watch.
I've never seen them live. It's one of the bands I've never seen, one of the few that I've always wanted to see, just to see what it was all about.
So they're up there. Billie Eilish, Kendrick Lamar, Lana Del Rey, the 1975, and Tomorrow by Together.
No.
It's the new
1975
BTS.
is really good. Very
Really?
underrated. Yeah, they're great.
They finally caught up with my boy Takashi 6ix9ine.
I saw this video on Twitter. It is not good.
He was in a gym in South Florida, and it looked like he got jumped. The video is him getting beaten up in the bathroom, but they said he went to the hospital. But considering he got jumped from the video, it shows a picture of him from his hospital bed. He doesn't look too bad, so they didn't do that much damage to him.
Yeah, and I
from
saw
what I can tell.
another video that someone took of him walking out of the bathroom. So he was walking and talking and stuff.
But his face was bloodied up when he
Yeah.
walked out of the bathroom.
You think it was staged?
I don't know, but people were saying on Twitter, why would they film it? Because they don't care. They're sending a message. They want people to know that they jumped in.
Yeah.
People are not a fan of his at all.
Yeah, people don't like him. But
Well, exactly what does he do for the people who are listening who don't know who Takashi 6ix9ine is? Is he a rapper?
he's a rapper.
And he's an antagonist.
And an antagonist and a troll.
And a snitch.
He's an antagonistic rapper.
Yeah, I guess you could look at it like
rap
that.
singer.
Sure. Yeah. So the antics are fun to watch from a distance. I'm glad I wasn't in that gym. I'm glad I didn't have to use the bathroom and see that.
Yeah,
but,
right. Can you imagine walking in to go to the bathroom and he's down on the floor and they're kicking him in the face? It's
Oh my
like,
gosh.
can I get to that urinal right
Is
there?
that Takashi 6ix9ine?
And why do these gentlemen want to harm him?
I don't know. I didn't learn much about the guys who were jumping him, but I just figured he's probably got a list of enemies that want to
Because
beat him up.
he has snitched on other rap singers who are, living a life of street rule.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
How you know that? Okay, TJ.
No, I know. I'm trying to put it into words that other adults can
No,
understand.
I'm saying I'm
It's like-
surprised that you know
Yeah,
that.
she's complimenting him.
Oh, I know. I'm saying, but I'm in the business.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the rap game.
Yeah,
You're
what
in
do
the
you
rap.
I'm in the dope game and the rap game.
Good for you.
When you're in the game, sooner or later, you're going to get what you deserve, or you're going to deserve what you get.
Oh,
Bloop, bloop.
Facts.
Like those are two
Plonk.
different things,
Yeah.
but they're really not.
Yeah. And this might just be for TJ. Today's National Goof Off Day. National Goof Off. So it gives everybody the opportunity to have a little bit of extra fun. It's a day to relax, enjoy, and you know what? Just goof off. Just do it. Do something fun. Leave work. Leave the work until tomorrow. Everybody needs to take a little break from time to time.
Or on your lunch break, run to the store and buy some bubbles and bring them back to the office
Yeah.
and blow them all over people.
Yeah.
And just pop them as you run through the halls.
Yeah. Shoot an old person with a paintball gun. Goof off. Just go
Right.
crazy.
Yeah. Fill the day with goof offing.
Trip somebody. I don't know.
But don't
have some fun.
turn off an escalator as it's going down.
Right. Go crazy.
I
We're just goofing.
I just saw a guy on Twitter the other day. I saw it on TikTok, but he was in a Target, and he runs up to some guy and he goes, "Hey, said you have a white Tesla?" And I guess they'd seen the guy get out of the car and they waited to pull this prank on him. And they're like, he's way in the back of a Target. And he's like, yeah. And they said, it's being towed outside right now. They're towing it right now. The guy's like, what? It goes, they're hooking up to the back of a white Tesla right now. And this poor guy goes, he's sprinting
Terrible.
through Target.
Yeah.
And about that time, they caught up with him, and the Target people are like, get out of the store. You're kicked out of the store. You're banned. But they go outside, and the poor guy's in the parking lot, like looking around. He sees his car, and he's like, "What's going on?" And they run to their car and drive away. Like, I hate stuff like that.
Yeah. They probably thought this guy has a Tesla. He can take a joke, but that's not cool. Don't do that. He's rich.
Yeah, one of my
That's the
favorites
thing.
though
It's
is
like, I'm sure that the people seeing it online are like, "Who cares? Play a prank on him. He's rich."
the other one I hate is that guy that goes up behind people like in a Home Depot or whatever or a Lowe's and does that whatever that is. I want somebody to turn and clock that guy so hard.
Yeah, you rarely ever see retaliation for any of those guys that prank in like the big box stores, but I'm assuming it'll happen before too long. But
So my point is, don't mess with people today when you're goofing off. Goof off on your own and enjoy yourself.
yeah,
That's why I don't like mascots and clowns.
yeah,
I don't like being dragged into somebody else's routine.
yeah.
Do your own thing.
Yeah, anything beyond a high five, leave me alone. I'm with you.
So those are a few things that are now trending.
You know, the world of dating is tough. It's hard, especially for ladies. But fear not. We found a grandma who's going viral, who's got all the dating rules that you need to know. Next.
Live from the Calitrin Studios. Find out more about Calitrin at acetj.com/weight loss. More of the Ace and TJ Show next. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Your little, don't call him my boyfriend, made a new friend yesterday. And he was all excited about it,
He
right?
was so excited. He sent me a text message.
And he doesn't have many friends here in North Carolina because he's from New York.
Yeah.
And all of his friends are there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he texted me yesterday, and he's like, hey, I made a new friend. So I called him because I was like, it better not be a woman friend. I don't like that. So I need clarification.
Okay.
So I called him. He's like, yeah. He was like, I was at the grocery store, and this guy just came up to me and asked me if I played sports. And he was like, we got to talking, and he works here in Charlotte, and we exchanged numbers and blah, blah, blah. So I was not trying to ruin his excitement or his fun, but I said, is that how guys make friends? I was like, do they just go up to random guys at the grocery store and just start conversation and ask them, hey, do you play sports? And he's like, I don't know, I guess. I'm like, I don't know, babe. I was like, I think that he might be interested in something else.
Like he may have been flirting with him.
Yeah.
And wanted to hook
Do
up.
you play sports?
Yeah, who says that, right?
Well,
Y'all,
I mean, it's
y'all
like,
don't do that?
Well, I've told guys in stores and all before I've come to them and said, hey, wow, you've got the body of an athlete. So it's kind of the same thing.
It's a little strange to me.
Here's my question, though. Do you play sports? I would think would normally need to hey, we're looking for. We're
we
trying
need
to pick up
softball
one more
players,
player for our softball team or for our basketball team or something. But that didn't follow. It was just the opening line was, "Do you play sports?"
Yeah, I don't know if the guy has some type of league or whatever the case was, but that's still weird to me.
But you said that guy that approached him is an athlete. He played college football.
He played college football, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, would you go up to a guy and just be like, hey, do you play? I don't know. That just seems odd
No,
to me.
that wouldn't be my first thing that I would say to someone that I saw as a stranger in the store.
And at the grocery store, out of all
That's
places.
very true. Very true.
I would get it if it was at a sporting store.
So you didn't tell him any of this?
I did. I said all of it to him, and he told me I ruined everything.
Yeah, which is what you tell me all the time.
I wonder where he got that from.
Look at the twist that took place there.
I told him, I said, listen, I'm just trying to make sure that you're okay. You're good.
Yeah,
that
so
you know what's going on.
If he were at Academy Sporting Goods or something and he's overlooking at the golf clubs and all, that could be hey, you play golf?
Yeah.
How often do you play? I don't get out there like I used to. I got a baby now, and my wife's on to me about being gone too much, whatever. That kind of thing could strike up a conversation. But just walking up to somebody in the produce section,
That's what I'm
going,
thinking.
Hey, wow.
That's where I imagined it in my head. It happened.
You look very, very fit and coordinated.
Mm-hmm. And if he was wearing those little joggers that he wears, I don't know.
All right, so
That does seem odd for there not to have been a follow-up of, so we're looking for a guy to play on our softball team if you're
Right.
interested, kind of thing. That I would totally understand because you see a guy and think, I bet that guy's good. You just want the best players.
Yeah, but he was so it sounds so deflated after I just ruined this thing for him.
But he doesn't need to have it ruined. Let him find out. The guy may be just a normal guy. It may just be the way he starts conversations with people.
I don't know.
What do you think, Riggins?
I think it's totally normal.
Really?
Yeah, at 100%.
I wouldn't go up to a girl and be like, hey, and I don't know. I just wouldn't do that.
I don't know.
Women go up to each other and say things like, "Oh my girl, I love your hair," or that top you're wearing is so cute. Where did you get that?" I mean, strangers who are women will say that kind of stuff to each other, and that's pretty much the same kind of thing. It's like he just approached him about some man thing about sports.
I don't think that is that common at all. I don't think that's common at all. Just to walk up to some guy and go, "Hey, you play sports?"
No,
and
it's
then just
not.
start a conversation with him. It just seems weird to me.
It's not common, but I can see where maybe he's not used to approaching people and all that. So how are we going to find out? He's going to start the friendship with him and pursue it?
Well, I asked him yesterday because I had an event last night, and so after I left, I said, "Hey, I was like, did you text your friend yet? Have you guys texted
Like,
yet?"
this is why guys can't have friends, because he makes a friend and she's like, gay! It's like, okay,
That's a good point. That's a valid point, Regan.
gay.
Yeah, and now she's mocking him. Doesn't
Yeah.
even know.
Oh, is it your friend? Is it your boyfriend? Oh, you're going to make out? It's like, shut up. You haven't even, like, you're like in your pajamas, like your hair's in a dirty bun. He's like, yeah, because I'm tired of hanging out with you. I got to make like an actual friend. I'd be thrilled. Get away from you. You got like Cheeto dust on your fingers. Is it your boyfriend? Shut up.
Go hang out with your friend.
So,
Exactly. I go friend to him.
Yeah.
How you doing?
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
this lady is a mom, and she say that she thinks there should be kid-free movie theaters. No kids in the movie theaters.
Not bad.
And she said it doesn't matter what the movie is. Like, even if adults, like, Rob wants to go see an animated movie or something, there should not be kids allowed into it. You could go with that, couldn't you, Rob? You don't like kids?
No, I do not.
He just admits it. No, I do not. I do not like children.
And you know why it is? I think I figured out why Rob doesn't like children.
Why?
Is because they are, with the things that they find fun and entertaining and all, they are his peers, and he doesn't play well with others, and so that's why he doesn't like children, because he's not good at sharing. Like, he wants all the comic book movies to himself. He wants all of the animated T-shirts to himself. He doesn't want any of the other little kids having them.
That's an interesting point.
I feel like they're ruining everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids are crowding his world because they like the same things.
How dare
So
they?
it would seem like everywhere Rob would go for some fun, he would run into a bunch of kids that he doesn't want to be around, because everything he does is built for children.
It's very interesting.
So he lashes out.
I should be selling that lemonade, not you.
No.
But he would want to sell it from inside the house.
Yeah.
And they have to leave
Yeah.
it. He would leave it outside. Like, come get it at this time.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
leave the money.
Leave the money.
Right. On the honor system.
I think it's maybe because he's scared that when he's going into his world, which is a childlike world, that the other children are going to beat him up. You remember? Because he was scared to go outside to those 9-year-olds that were taunting him on the doorbell camera.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're afraid of physical violence from a 9-year-old, Rob?
I mean, I don't, because I can't hit him back. So
Oh, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Rob, you
I'll
wouldn't
go
even
to
hit it.
jail if I hit him back. So I don't
You
want
a
to get
punk.
involved.
But think about how many tender moments of joyous tears Rob has probably had interrupted in one of his movies by some child yelling out or something.
Yeah.
The kid speaking out when Spider-Man is turning back into Tobey Maguire or whatever. It's rough. Now I understand him, and I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
The kids are crying. He's crying. Like,
Exactly.
everybody's crying.
Yeah. And he's afraid they're going to get all the chicken tenders at the concession stand.
They're moving
All the
in on
nuggets.
everything that he loves. He just
Everything.
can't get away from them.
Everything.
The Ace and TJ Show is now your favorite radio and TV show in the morning. Stream us anywhere on our YouTube channel at Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So if you're having trouble dating, got some dating rules from a grandma. She's going viral on TikTok. They're actually pretty good. Coming up in a couple of minutes. This morning, though, I had to tell you, this is what it's like living with me. It's terrible. My alarm goes off at 3 o'clock in the morning. And my phone sits on, I have one of those little things where you put I can put an Apple Watch on it.
Like a charging
And your phone,
port.
like one charging port. 'Cause I don't like all that mess scattered out on the table. And I go to, my first alarm went off at 2:50. Then my second one goes off at 3. Well, somehow when the first one went off at 2:50, when I shut it off, I guess I moved the phone a little bit, bumped it. So right before 3, it finally fell off, and I heard it go. And I woke up and I said, what was that? And Amanda, my wife, said, I think your phone fell. Well, she's not happy because it's 2:59 in the morning when she's awake now, pregnant. And about that time, it starts going. And I can't find it. And I get out of bed and I'm on the floor. I don't see it. And I finally see it, and it has fallen somehow. The way it hit, it's like it hit on the end, and it's in the middle, against the wall, almost to the middle of the bed, king size bed. And the first thing I do is try to slide under there to grab it. And when I do, I bounce my head off the bed rail.
God.
I'm like, damn it. I hit my head, and it's still going, and she's like, please just get the phone. You know, it's lit up. I can see it, and I can't reach it. And I'm trying to, my face is squished up against the bed rail while I'm trying to, like, oh, I gotta get this. And finally, I got it, and I was like, I'm sorry. Love you. She's like, that's good. Thank you.
Get out.
Get out.
Yeah.
Just go.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Good morning.
Rise and shine.
There's a grandmother-granddaughter TikTok duo that are going viral. If you need some perspective on your dating life, here it is from 80-year-old Gail Rudnick. She goes through some rules for dating. Now, I mean, Alexis, you're not really dating anymore now that you have a boyfriend, but see how many of these rules would apply to you if you were really still dating, okay?
The gentleman should always pull out a chair for a woman if they're going to a restaurant. The person who initiates the date should do the choosing of the liquor. If she's taking him out, then she should choose. You should not order the most expensive thing on the menu or even share something. Say, you know, we could share. That would be work for me because I can't eat the whole thing. And I think when the date is over, he should get out of the car in front of her house or apartment and open the door for her.
I found most interesting, the person who initiates the date should order the liquor.
Yeah, no, thank you. I want to choose my own liquor. I don't want you choosing for me.
So but what's the rationale for that? The date initiator, because that's the person paying. So the person paying should determine whether you're going to have wine or what.
I think maybe because the person who initiated the date is more of the host.
Okay.
I think she's looking at it that way. That's the host who's there to, and not just choose whatever you want. It's put thought into what you think that person will like, just like if they came to your house and you served them something.
Yep.
You know, I think that's what she's going
I
for.
thought it was more about a money thing that person gets to determine, kind of dictate. Would you share a meal with someone on the first date, Alexis?
I mean,
no, the answer is no. Don't pretend.
I need my leftovers for later. So, like, yeah, I probably couldn't finish the whole meal, but I'll finish it later.
So you approach the date from the standpoint of, I'm getting dinner, and then going in, there's probably going to be an additional meal for me out of this because I'm going to have some leftovers.
Of course.
But see, that's because most people who are going on a date are putting the date part of it, the person, being with the person, as the most important thing at that moment. Like, okay, I'm going to go out with this new guy and this and this and this. She puts the food at the number one level. So the guy, whoever she's on a date with, is secondary compared to what the food means to her.
If a guy plans to take you out and you don't like the restaurant choice, do you let him know?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
But back to your point, TJ, my thing with that is if I'm going out with a guy for the first time, I don't really know how it's going to turn out. So at least if I put the food first, I'm always going to be happy.
Yeah.
The day might be disappointing, but at least I got food out of it, so at least I'm still happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's the way a lot of people would look at it.
So the date itself,
they're called asylum patients.
The potential for love and a relationship takes second place to the food. So that way, at least you'll get something out of it.
Yeah, and you'll always be happy, and you won't be disappointed. Mm-hmm. So
It's a way of looking at it, always looking at the bright side.
So tapas never a good choice
Never.
to take you.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
It's long been a discussion that hopefully we'll be able to bring to an end today on the Ace and TJ Show. Who is the most beautiful person in the world? Next.
The Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. Just a couple of olds up in here. What time did you go to bed?
Me? 10:45.
Whoa. What kind of trash TV were you up watching?
I was reading a trash book.
Oh, really? Hustler or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that?
I'm into those books that all the people were into in the summer. I'm a little behind. Those Colleen Hoover books.
Mm-hmm.
I've read It Ends With Us, and now I'm reading It Starts With Us, the sequel.
Seemed like they would be
I know.
opposite.
I know. Really good books. But they're going to be making a movie out of It Ends With Us, and Blake Lively is going to be starring in it.
Really?
Yep. So I wanted to read that because our daughter read all of them, and she told me to read them, and I was like, and then I.
So Blake Lively, is she the one that is married to that Canadian fella, that Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
They're a hideous couple.
Yeah, they're so ugly.
Yeah. And it's a good thing though that he is good looking because he has no personality. He's just a dud, like no personality.
Right.
Yeah. So he's super good looking. He's got a great personality and he's funny and seems to be really nice. And not only does he have A-list actor money, now he has phone company money. They just sold that mobile network that he is a 25% stakeholder in.
Yeah.
For $300 and something million.
Good thing because they just had their fourth kid.
Or something like that. I don't know.
And did you know she dated years ago? She dated the guy that plays on You. The lead guy.
No.
Oh yeah,
The
they
main
dated
guy?
because they were on Gossip Girls together.
What's his name? Padge something? Jamal? I don't know.
Something.
It's a shame.
Gillette, Padgem, something.
Anyway, they dated for a while.
Wow.
She really stepped up her game.
And didn't she go missing one time?
Blake Lively?
Yeah, and they couldn't find her. I thought there was a story about her where she went during that show when they were dating. She went missing, and they sent search parties out and everything, and finally they found her in his chest hair.
Oh my Lord.
I was
That boy
literally getting ready to Google. I thought he was serious.
That
I
boy
thought he
has
meant.
got-
I feel like he meant like the show where he throws people on You in cages.
That boy has got some hairy chest now. That should be his name, Hairy Chest.
But yeah,
Woo.
I thought that was interesting.
He's all like coming out of the top of his shirt, like, hello. He does.
I know he does.
On the radio, this is Ace TJ 5G.
You know what you could get on the radio? The best, most creative team to come up with advertisements, as the British say, for your business. The Ace and TJ team. Ace TJ Media has been created for you. For your branding, for your advertising, digital, video, audio. We got it all, man. We got loads of those things. If you want audio, we just got a new shipment in. If you want video, I mean, they're stacked in the back waiting for you. And if you need audio, did I already say audio?
Yep.
What's the other one? Digital. Oh, we got digital. Like I'm looking at digitals right now. Could be yours for a low price.
That's right.
Go to acetjmedia.com if you have a business that you need advertising. acetjmedia.com.
I had excitement in the big city yesterday. I had a meeting in the South Park area of Charlotte, and so I was driving down, and I'm at the corner of Woodlawn and South Tryon. That's the corner where I had to stand in the clear plastic box that time when I lost that bet in my underwear. But that's neither here nor there. I'm the second car in line at the red light on Woodlawn, about to cross South Tryon, and there's a guy standing on the corner in the median right there, and he has some sort of sign. Now, I can't read it because he's holding it down in his hand because another guy is crossing in front of the car in front of me while we're at the red light with a bicycle. And as he crosses, they appear to be exchanging change. Okay? One of them's handing the other one change. Some falls. The guy goes down to get it. They both go down to get it. And it seems as if a dispute ensues. I don't know exactly what it was about, but I know that when the change fell, the guy with the bicycle has to move his bike out of the way with his left hand to reach down and pick up the change. So now his bike tire is in front of the car in front of me. Light turns green. These two guys are arguing. Right lane starts to go. I'm in the left lane, closest to the median. These guys are arguing. I'm behind this guy, and you know he's kind of inching forward, and they're not paying attention. And finally, he honks. And when he does, both of the gentlemen who are arguing over the loose change with the signs and everything quickly band together and turn on him and start flipping him off. Oh, sorry, if you're watching on YouTube, I just flipped off the camera. I didn't mean to do that. But so then they flip him off. So then the guy's just on the horn. Now he won't move the bike. And so the guy, he's in a little gray car in front of me, eventually has an opening with the track, and he goes around them real fast. And as I go, as the guy pulls up the bike, they just flip me off for no reason.
You too.
Yeah. And actually, I just laugh. Like, why are you flipping me off? Because I'm looking? Because this is all happening right in front of me. What am I supposed to do? But yeah, so the guy goes around them, and I mean, he may have flipped them off as he went around them. I couldn't tell. He did something. I don't know. I don't know if he raised his hands like, what the hell? Or what? But anyway, as I go by, I don't have to go into the other lane, but I still have to kind of ease around him a little bit. And they just both flip me off. I was like, why are you flipping me off? And I meant to look back and see if they flipped off anybody else. Like, I did nothing. I didn't honk my horn. I just sat here and watched the show, and I got flipped off for nothing.
So you probably think he was right.
Yeah.
It's like, why did I get flipped off?
Oh man, not a great place to be exchanging money in the middle of traffic.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, especially a bunch of change.
That little median in there on Woodlawn.
It's not ideal.
Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
If you're still an influencer, you're living on borrowed time, because now there is something called, and I think this is really sad, and it just says a lot about who we've become as people. Now, the hot thing is to not be an influencer, it's to be a de-influencer. The de-influencer tells you about products you should not buy, things you should not be involved in.
And it's just so expensive. Like, this is insane. It's so expensive. This one's easy. The Ugg boots. Don't buy them. They're going to be out of fashion just as quickly as they came into fashion.
So her whole thing is to tell you what thing don't buy fragrances. Here's why you shouldn't buy these particular items. There was this one. There's somebody who's a de-influencer about fast food. What is so funny, TJ?
A de-influencer.
He's so dumb.
Oh, now I got it.
She out here influencing D's. Look at her. Look, what's her name? What does she do? Oh, she's a de-influencer.
She's a de-influencer. I guess it all depends on how you say it. But isn't there something sad about that? That rather than, you know, the de-influencer. My point is that's becoming the hot thing now.
Yes, it
is to be somebody who tells people what, like, don't do this, don't do that. This product sucks. That's terrible. Here's why you shouldn't buy this product.
Yeah.
There's something mean about that. And I don't know. I don't want to be a de-influencer.
Too late.
Some people can't help it.
Yeah, that's true. Some people can't.
You didn't even know you were a de-influencer.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I done got hot.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Hey, if you're not watching on YouTube, you're missing out on about half the fun. Ace TJ TV is our YouTube channel where the show can be seen live every day, and then it replays, all the time, as things do on YouTube. Plus, there's lots of other stuff from the Ace and TJ YouTube channel available right now. So go to Ace TJ TV on YouTube to kind of get a look at everything. Not to kind of get a look at everything, to get a look at everything. So there's a lady.
I don't think people say gander enough anymore. Let's bring that back. Take a gander.
Take a gander?
Yeah, take a gander at all of our propaganda.
It is. It's Ace and TJ propaganda. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. There's a lady who has opened up about her decision to spend $1.2 million living life like Kim Kardashian. Her name is spelled Chaly. Shayley? Chaly?
Chaly?
I would have assumed Chaly for some reason anyway.
Chaly?
People stop her all the time, she says, saying she has an uncanny resemblance to Kim Kardashian. She claims the physical similarities are just luck. That she said she gets told that she looks like Kim Kardashian, quote, every single minute, end quote.
Like all the time.
Yeah, she adds, quote, every time they see me on the street or at a party, everyone thinks I look like Kim, end quote. She has a wardrobe full of clothes from all of Kim Kardashian's favorite places. She's got a $7,000, is it Givenchy, fur coat, just like Kim's. She spent an estimated $1.2 million on cosmetic surgery, designer clothing, and accessories to keep up with Kim. Kim claims that apart from Botox, fillers, and breast augmentation, her appearance is completely natural. She said, she's never tried to look like Kim. Quote, I wouldn't trade my life. I've never tried to look like Kim. I just naturally look like Kim, so I love myself the way I am. I will always be inspired by Kim Kardashian's look. She's so iconic, and she's the most gorgeous woman in the world, end quote. And she does look a lot like Kim Kardashian. She really does.
It's all natural except for the $1 million that's spent on plastic surgery and clothing.
Botox, fillers, breast augmentation.
Incredible.
Everything else is completely natural.
It's just natural. Well, judging by today's amount of procedures that people get, that would be considered pretty much natural. I only get fillers, Botox, and breast augmentation.
Yeah.
So
other than that,
there are a lot of people that say that. I tend to think, I would say Kim Kardashian is beautiful. Beautiful features. I don't know that she's the most beautiful person in the world, the most gorgeous woman in the world. So who would be? Who is the most beautiful person, male and female? We'll keep them separate. Not just one particular person. Like, is there one person, TJ, that you immediately think, this is the most beautiful woman in the world?
Okay, I mean, taking out my wife in the situation here. I always, you automatically think about celebrities. Mm-hmm. And the celebrity that always comes to my mind as what I think is the most beautiful is Nicole Scherzinger.
Good answer.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's really, really beautiful. But, man, I gawk at so many women a day. I just would hate to pick one. They're each like my children, Right. It's hard to pick your favorite.
I hear you.
But I would, just for the sake of the conversation, I'd go with her, yeah. Nicole Scherzinger.
Riggins?
Kim Kardashian.
You do think that's the most beautiful woman in the world?
Yeah.
Alexis, do you?
Yeah, you like them big.
I beg your pardon.
Who's the most beautiful guy in the world?
Beautiful guy.
Like, is there one that immediately comes to mind?
I think Brad Pitt is still beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take to you, Rob. Do you have anybody that comes to mind immediately?
No, I can't think of anybody.
Not any anime character or anything?
No, certainly not.
Who's like your ultimate? I don't think we ever discussed this with you, Rob. Who would you consider to be like your ultimate female? Do you have a one that you like? Oh, that's my girl, kind of thing.
No, not really.
Not that Margot Robbie.
No, she's okay. I mean, she's pretty.
Wonder Woman.
Aubrey Plaza. Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too. Aubrey Plaza, don't you dig her a
Yeah,
lot?
but I don't think she's the most beautiful. I don't know. I don't have one.
Okay.
Off the top of my head.
I just know we did a thing. It's been a long time, but when we first met Jessica Simpson at the height of her fame, we did a thing with her. She had an album coming out, and walking into the room when you first meet her, it's shocking how beautiful she was then. Like, it's like kind of a oh wow, like not even look at her like you're so hot, you're so sexy. It's not like that at all. It's just like wow, you're stunning.
Yeah, I bet she's still like that.
Yeah, she was stunningly beautiful in person. So there you go. At the Ace TJ Show, who have you got? The most beautiful male, most beautiful female in the world. It can only be one. Don't say your wife or your husband because we don't know what they look like.
Yeah.
Let's give us something we can all work with. And don't give us a lecture about beauty is from within. We don't want to hear it.
Yeah, because if you've ever seen a surgery video, people are not pretty on the inside. Not at all.
We get all that stuff. We just want to try to have some fun here. So, most beautiful male, most beautiful female in the world. Who have you got? We'll get to that.
The Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
We have narrowed down the first quarter of the Rest of Your Life contestants to the final four. They're being interviewed today. You're going to hear them all next week, and the selection process will begin to see who wins $10,000 from our charity Peyton's Promise. Now, none of that would happen if it wasn't for the incredible sponsors we have that go along with Peyton's Promise, like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers offers heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust. How do you know that? It's a family-owned business that served thousands of customers with honesty and a smile for over 50 years. You just check out their reviews online. People who have had Brad & Brothers do their work, thousands of them, love Brad & Brothers. Top quality trained products. They take pride in the level of service that they provide their customers. And you can go to bradandbrothers.com to schedule service or a free estimate today. And it's that time of year you start getting your air conditioner checked out as it starts to get hot. Choose Brad & Brothers. BRADHAM Brothers.com. Schedule service or a free estimate today through their website and know that they are a proud sponsor of Peyton's Promise.
I got a call from my mom yesterday. She goes, "What are you doing on the date of, I forget, next Saturday," is what it was. I said, "Why?" She goes, "I need a favor." I said, "What?" She goes, "Can you come over and help us dye Easter eggs? I got the kids all day and your father's going to be out." I went, "Oh." So she's got my nephews and my niece over for the day. And I guess my dad's doing something, so he can't. I'm like, why does Dad have to? What would he have contributed to the Easter egg dyeing process? No offense, Dad, but you're not going to get really involved. But she just needs another set of hands on deck. So it's been a long time since I've dyed Easter eggs, but it'll be fun. So I get a full day of the kids, but it'll be good. It'll be fun.
How many coats do you put on the Easter eggs?
I have no idea.
Because is it still those tablets you put in the water and then dip them down and all that?
I'm sure they give you that little stick and the cups, and you just.
We always
dunk
did
'em.
more than one coat, but that was because we were trying to mix the colors. Like you dip it in the blue, and then you might wait a few minutes, and then dip it in the green just to see what would happen. Kind of mix it up a little bit.
Do y'all use real eggs for that?
Boiled eggs.
Hard-boiled eggs. And then they give you that dumb wax crayon that you're supposed to be able to write on the egg, and then when you dye it, it shows up, and it always looks terrible. But I've been seeing all these things on TikTok, new ways to dye eggs with like little machines that spin them, and you just put the little paintbrush on. So I don't know what my mom has planned, but we're going to be dyeing some eggs.
You're just along for the ride.
I'm just there to
You're just there to
oversee
be Uncle B's going to be entertaining.
That's it. I'm going to crack some jokes. And
you come in here and complain about it on Monday.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm about. I go, where are my brother and my sister-in-law? What are they doing? I don't know.
I think it's kind of weird that we take the eggs for Easter and turn them into devils.
Yeah, devil.
Man, we do deviled eggs.
I never
out
thought of that.
Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Ace TJ 5G.
Settling a debate today on the Ace and TJ show. It's very simple. Who's the most beautiful male? Who's the most beautiful female in the entire world? Now, we asked specifically, don't tell us it's your mom, because we don't know what your mom looks like. There's no reference point for the rest of us.
Well, I don't know. I might.
Well,
I know what your mama looks like.
So at the Ace TJ show, let's see. Here are some answers. Idris Elba. Samantha says.
Yeah, he's pretty.
I think that's front runner for best looking man. Jackie said female Rihanna, male Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Really?
I think both good looking people, but I don't think either one of them is the most attractive of all time. I think Idris Elba is much better looking than The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a fan of The Rock. Let's be honest, Idris Elba is a really good looking man. Amanda said Derek Carr.
He got pretty eyes, long eyelashes.
You think Derek Carr, though, the new quarterback of the New Orleans Saints, former quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders, is he better looking than Jimmy Garoppolo?
No.
Let me look at Derek Carr again. He might be.
No, he looks a little sleepy.
Yeah. Jimmy Garoppolo, the best looking athlete?
Yeah.
Other than Ronaldo. Ronaldo's better looking than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, I think Jimmy G's better looking than Cristiano Ronaldo.
I did a side-by-side of them on my Insta one day, and it's not even close.
Ronaldo and Garoppolo?
Garoppolo,
Really?
yes. Ronaldo has a head like a snake.
Samantha said Channing Tatum is the best looking male.
No. Stop it. He's got butterface.
Yeah,
he's a butterface.
All right, so from the names we've got so far, best looking male so far would be who? Idris Elba, Jimmy Garoppolo, Channing Tatum. We go with Idris Elba?
No, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Do you think Garoppolo's better looking than Channing Tatum? Okay, I mean, than Idris Elba?
Yeah,
okay.
10 times better.
Gail Gadot.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
She's a
not Gail. I'm sorry, I said Gail. I think this person's better. Gal Gadot. Yeah.
Gadot, right?
Whatever. Is she better looking? Wonder Woman. Is she better looking than Rihanna?
Yes.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson.
Ooh, that's a
good one.
Mm-hmm.
I think Scarlett Johansson
She's
is
beautiful.
Not doing it.
All right. What about Salma Hayek?
Yeah, she's up there.
Yeah. Somebody said Salma Hayek as the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah. She's beautiful, but she's not more beautiful than Nicole Scherzinger in my eyes.
Robert says Kate Upton, the most beautiful woman in the world.
What year is it?
She aged out.
No,
it's just I haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah. Kate Upton's pretty.
All right, so if you had to pick from all the women that we've had so far, I think to me, Scarlett Johansson is the most beautiful of all the female names that we've mentioned so far.
Agree.
She's a little pale for me.
Yeah, me
I
too.
need a little more flavor.
Mm-hmm. Has anybody said Whoopi?
Whoopi who?
Okay, some more. Bradley Cooper.
Oh yeah, I love Bradley Cooper.
Kaylee Kuko, most beautiful woman?
Nah.
No, she's not better looking than Scarlett Johansson, I don't think.
No.
Kate Beckinsale?
No, that ship has already beckonsailed.
Yeah.
That's Ace's girl, right?
Yeah, I love Kate Beckinsale, but I think Scarlett Johansson is more beautiful than Kate Beckinsale.
These are all old women. Who's nominating some young women?
They don't make them like they used to.
For example, who do you have in mind, TJ?
I don't know, but all these old broads people are talking about. Kate Upton, Scarlett Johansson. What was that other one just now? The Kate Beckinsale. I mean, we're talking about these. These are dust women.
What about Halsey?
Dust women.
I think Halsey is hot.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I think I do. I love Halsey. I think Halsey is gorgeous.
Yeah,
I was just trying to throw out some young names.
Yeah,
she's still too old though.
How about Carrie Underwood?
No.
Okay.
She's pretty.
Jennifer Lopez, Beth Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
No, have you seen her without a makeup? Without makeup, she'd make a freight train take a dirt road.
Stop, that's
I'm
not
telling you.
true.
She
That
just looks
cannot be true.
She just looks like a regular old broad without makeup. Just looks like,
Terrible.
she just left her kids at the laundromat to go get more change.
Let me throw you a couple real quick.
I don't know what that means.
David Beckham.
No.
Oh, he's beautiful.
David Beckham. Yeah, David Beckham is incredible. looking.
I would say he's would be the best looking guy at the nursing home.
Here's one I know you're going to shoot
Gold
down.
too.
Johnny Depp.
No.
Yeah.
Beverly said Johnny Depp. No. Reba McEntire.
Reba?
No.
No offense. I like Reba and all.
And
Stop it.
Tiara says most beautiful guy. Jeremy Meeks has a face to stare at.
Jeremy Meeks,
Is that
the guy from prison.
The felon? the model.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, that is.
Yeah.
Oh, that who that is?
Right.
Yeah, he's a good looking dude. There's no doubt. But
not like
that's
the
who that
most
is.
beautiful.
No, he's not the most beautiful man in the world. Okay, so come up with a decision. Who'd you say, based on what we've learned so far, most beautiful man in the world is?
The ones we talked about, I think Jimmy Garofalo.
You would go with Jimmy Garoppolo over Idris Elba.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I'd say Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
I go David Beckham.
You go David Beckham
Over
Alexis.
David Beckham.
Okay. Most beautiful woman in the world.
Scarlett Johansson for me.
No. Yeah, I still stick with Kim.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Alexis.
I would say Scarlett Johansson.
Okay. TJ.
Oh, Nicole
Scherzinger.
Yeah.
We've solved nothing here today.
No, absolutely nothing.
Well, that other than the fact that we know that TJ thinks everybody's way too old.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's Nicole Scherzinger now that I'm thinking about it.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Shocking story out of Colorado involving a husband and wife where everything was going great until it wasn't. Details now trending next.
From the Calotrend Studios, this is the Ace and TJ Show. Find out more about Calotrend at acetj.com/weight
We are so
loss.
excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family. Long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon. What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching morning radio. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
If you missed the big announcement yesterday, Thursday night, April 6th, there's a huge celebration happening in the mothership market of Charlotte for the Ace and TJ show, because that will be 25 years to the day that the Ace and TJ show debuted in Charlotte. We're having a huge celebration / live show. It kicks off our 25th anniversary year at the Hyatt Centric South Park that night. If you want to be a part of it, you'll get a free Evite. Goes out tomorrow morning at 10 Just be a part of the Share Funny family. acetj.com/SFF. acetj.com/SFF. If you're already a part of the Share Funny family, you don't need to do anything. But acetj.com/SFF to join right now.
Riggins, these are the kinds of stories that you usually enjoy. I'm sure you've heard of this young lady. Her name is Storm Hogan, and she's from South Australia. Have you not heard of her?
No.
Okay. In order to go viral, be an influencer, a lot of times all you got to do is do a normal thing, but have a gimmick to it that makes it different. Like my friend Matt Matthews in Birmingham, who's a big internet sensation. He goes out and feeds all of his farm animals and does his farm chores every morning in his bathrobe and tall rubber boots. And he's funny along with it. Well, this young lady is 19. And she is the self-proclaimed bikini cowgirl.
Oh.
So she goes out and does her chores every morning on the farm in a bikini. She's adorable. And she's not out there, doing anything nasty or anything like that, but she is, she's very cute, pretty.
Oh, yes.
And so her thing, you wouldn't expect a farm girl out there doing chores on the farm every day, videoing it, to be in a bikini and looking like her. So Mr. Todd pulled up the pictures of her here.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't she cute?
Very. Doing farm work in a bikini, that's pretty gutsy.
Yeah.
Well, one of those, she wasn't really in a full bikini. She was in jeans and a bikini top.
Just short.
Which is even better.
Yeah.
it's,
He's like, you said bikini.
Yeah.
I want to see full bikini.
Well, sometimes she is in the bikini, I guess, or she wouldn't be able to call herself the bikini cowgirl. I mean, that wouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
But she rides, trains, exercises horses, has her own business selling custom T-shirts. So she's a little entrepreneur.
Wow.
Barrel racer, track rider, breaks horses.
All while ranching. I mean,
Yeah.
she's doing all this.
Mm-hmm.
In a bikini.
And I bet she can just eat a snake right off the ground too. We're still talking about Australia here.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't play out in the bush.
Ace TJ 5G.
Popping my back. Ugh. When my back pops, it's one of those deep boom sounding pops. It's not like like that. It's a way down in a poop like that.
I'd give anything to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Should you do that? Is that safe to do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is?
you're fine.
Mm-hmm. All it is air in the joints, and when you twist and it pops, the pop is the sound of the air leaving the joint.
It's good for you.
You know, kind of like when Alexis walks in, the air leaves the joint.
Shut up.
Sucks it out.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
All right, so if you're not following that story, that dentist from Colorado was arrested on Sunday. He is being accused of poisoning his wife. People are talking about that. That's like the newest true crime story that everybody's following on the internet, at least on Twitter.
So, allegedly, he had tried it once before, or tested it once before.
He had apparently attempted suicide a while back. He wanted to divorce his wife, going through financial problems, so he drugged her so that she wouldn't try to stop him, I think is the story. But then for the last month or so, she had gone to the hospital 3 times, not feeling well. And this final time, she said, "I'm feeling dizzy, I'm having headaches, I can't focus." And one of the persons that worked at his dental office said that he had some sort of chemical shipped to their office that he bought online, and one of the other dentists said there's no reason for that chemical to be here.
And wasn't he juggling things that were pretty obvious?
Yeah, then they start looking at his Google searches, and it's like the most incriminating thing ever. It's like how to make a poison that's undetectable, how to kill somebody with poison making on YouTube. I mean, it was like the worst thing you could Google.
He's a dentist, so he's not stupid, obviously, and you know that the first thing they're going to do is look at your website searches.
Yeah.
So why would you do that?
Yeah. Why would you do it?
I don't know. I know some dumb dentists.
So, and allegedly, while his wife was in the hospital, he flew his mistress to, is it Denver where they live?
Yeah.
He allegedly flew his mistress to Denver while his wife was in the hospital.
Yeah.
Tip off.
Yeah, and they started sharing the text messages between the wife and him, and she said, I really don't feel well. I feel drugged. And he goes, well, I know this must be triggering considering our history, because he, I guess, had admitted that he had drugged her once before on purpose.
Well, see, and I think for me, that would be grounds for divorce right there. If my wife ever used the term triggering in a serious way, I'd be like, unless she was doing it in jest like I do, I'd say, I don't even know who you are anymore.
Yeah.
I would tell her to poison me.
Gotta go.
Get me out of this.
This is the new Murdoch case.
I think so.
Yeah.
People seem to be really captured by it. And speaking of murder, did you see they're now qualifying that kid's death as a homicide. That was the hit and run. I believe they're planning on exhuming his body. So that's not over. That's going to continue to go on. Kind of wild. Now, heads up, if you were planning on moving to California and you got a sweet tooth like one Jody or Ace's wife Amanda, who loves Sour Patch Kids, California could ban Skittles and Sour Patch Kids with this new bill. Bill AB 418. It's making its way through legislation. It would prohibit the sale, manufacturing, and distribution of foods that contain titanium dioxide, red dye 3, potassium bromate, and brominated vegetable oil. They're already banned in Europe, and if it goes through, no more Skittles, no more Sour Patch Kids in California.
So they're banned in Europe, and now they're looking at banning them in these places. Why?
Correct.
What is it? What is it? Is it the
said the chemical that provides the color to the product? It's potentially harmful to the human body.
Potentially.
Okay.
And it's just it's more Marxism. California is the head Marxist capital of the United States, and so they test things like that in California before they spread nationwide. Yeah. Things like taking freedom away and harming businesses and things like that.
Well, they say substances like titanium dioxide are linked to cancer, organ damage, and can be harmful to the DNA. How's that work? I don't even know. I've never heard of anything like that. So, Skittles, who knew?
Yeah.
Potentially deadly candy in your pocket.
That's just a bunch of crap.
It's crazy,
you won't
right?
taste the rainbow because you'll be dead.
We're taking away your freedom for your own good.
Yeah. Skittles, who knew?
It's the worst.
Come on. So those are a few things that are now trending.
Yeah, y'all were just a couple of outlaws and y'all hooked up. A love story made in the world of criminality. How did it happen for you and your loved one? One of the most famous crime fighters in U.S. popular culture history met his wife when she was on the wrong side of the law. Who is this famous couple and what do you have in common with them? We'll find out next.
Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes. You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
5G is brought to you by O'Connor Insurance Associates. They're an independent insurance agency. They don't work for some big shady insurance company. They work for you, the client. So if you want to get the most insurance for your money, just head over to acetj.com/O'Connor to get started.
So we mentioned this yesterday in case you missed it, but there's a very special event coming up at the Hyatt Centric South Park in Charlotte on Thursday night, April 6th. That will be 25 years to the day that the Ace and TJ Show debuted in the mothership market of Charlotte. Lots gone on in the last 25 years, and we're going to recap a lot of it that night. And we want you to be a part of this very special show. It's free, but you have to have a ticket to gain admission. So it's all set up through our Share Funny family. Go to acetj.com/SFF. That's acetj.com/SFF to be a part of the Share Funny family. And the Evite goes out tomorrow at 10. If you are already a part of the Share Funny family, you don't need to do anything. If you're not, go there today, get signed up, because when the Evite goes out at 10 o'clock tomorrow, as soon as it fills up, it's filled up. And we're out of space because obviously we're limited to a few hundred people within the ballroom or one of the ballrooms at the Hyatt Centric South Park. But it's just going to be a night of reflection and telling stories and having a great time. Riggins is going to be the host for the evening. The voice of the people.
Nice.
A man of the people for that particular night. So have you given any thought, Riggins, to none? Okay.
No, and you got to tell me. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what. You got to give me something. And but I did make that clear a long time ago. I said I just need a little note, something. I don't host. I'm not a good host.
Yeah, I'm not the person for this. So you got to take it up with business manager Adam.
Not my issue. Should I tell some jokes? Do you want little stand up at the top.
Yeah, do
some
stand-up.
racial humor to get people warmed up. I mean, come on, man. I don't know. I've never hosted anything in my life.
Well, you can cut your duties in half. You don't have to ask me anything. Any questions at all. You can skip that part of it.
That's not very helpful at all. So, what if we tag team it, me and Alexis?
You got to talk to Adam. It's his vision.
Oh, well, whose idea?
Oh man.
So Thursday night, April 6th, it will be a lot of fun. There's a very special VIP package that's involved with the Hyatt Centric South Park. It's all sponsored by Atlantic Bay Mortgage and I'm drawing a blank.
Melissa Chambers.
From Chambers and Associates Realty. Atlantic Bay Mortgage and Chambers and Associates Realty. So go to acetj.com/SFF if you're not signed up to be part of the Share Funny family, be part of the special night, April 6th.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes. You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
One of the greatest, most beloved crime fighters, real, true to life crime fighters in U.S. American history, is one Mr. Dwayne Chapman, being called the dog, the big bad dog. Now, Dog and his wife Beth had a TV show on A&E where he would go around bounty hunting. They both would be bounty hunting with their kids, you know, Leland, Dwayne Jr., Baby Lisa, and some other people, and they would go track down these fugitives. But the way they met was because Beth had found herself on the wrong side of the law and needed Dog's help. She was in trouble for shoplifting. She'd stolen a lemon or something from the grocery store. And so he posted her bond for her, and then they began a bond themselves. I think she was his fifth wife. When they got married, she turned, and then he's married now since her death. But she said that once she met him and she knew that she was going to have to spend time with him to get him to understand how nice of a person she is and all of that, and then they could get together, because she wanted him. Obviously, if you've ever seen him, she wanted him from the moment that he came walking into the room.
Didn't they all?
That's what she said. He was all black, like dressed all in black, studded out, long, wavy, blonde hair. And she said, I got to have that man. And so in order to figure out a way to be around him a lot, she went and took the bail bonds test and got certified as a bail bondswoman, and would go and write bad bail, like bail out people that she knew weren't going to be able to pay or wouldn't return to court, that sort of thing. So then she would have to have a bounty hunter come in to track them down. So she did all of these bad bail bonds just so they would go skip out on bail, and then she could call Dog to come sit and she could hire him to track them down.
Isn't that against the law?
Well,
that can't be right. You're just letting people get out.
No. They had a bail set by a judge. Yeah. So anybody could post bail for them. She said, but as a business decision on her end, it was a terrible business. Yeah. It's not illegal, but you're losing money. But right. She did it just to have an excuse to be around Dog, so he could get to know her, and then she could snatch him up, which is what happened. I mean, it's a love story like none I've heard in a long, long time.
True love.
Yeah. But how many love stories happen because the breaking of a law brought you together? How often does that happen? Where you've been called in to help someone who's on the wrong side of the law, and then y'all make a love connection. It'd be like if, somebody pulled, like a really sexy cop pulled a lady over, gave her a ticket, and then she showed up in court to fight the ticket because she wanted to see him again, because he would have to be there to testify. Mm-hmm. And then that's how they started dating. She said, you're really hot. The only reason I fought this ticket is so I could see you again. And he said, baby, that's awesome. That would be an example. But I don't see that happening very often in daily life. I mean, I don't. What I mean is that I don't suspect that happens a lot.
No.
If it does, would you think that more couples started with the guy on the wrong side of the law or the woman on the wrong side of the law?
The woman.
You think?
Yeah. I think I don't see women being as attracted to the guy. 'Cause guys don't care. Like, she's hot. She got pulled over.
But what about all of these women that go into these penitentiaries with these guys who have life sentences and marry them and all of that stuff? There are a lot of those we hear about.
Yeah. It was just that story last week about the 3 prison guards that were arrested, 3 female prison guards that were hooking up and doing things for the prisoners.
Yeah, because the men on the wrong side of the law have that bad boy image thing sometimes. But I think on misdemeanors, it's more likely to be the woman doing the misdemeanor and the guy being on the right side of the law.
Yeah.
When it comes to felonies and serious incarceration, that's women trying, to be more, or are being more attracted to the inmates, living dangerously. Mm-hmm. Something like that.
It's trashy. Something about this is inherently trashy.
Riggins, you're just so jaded when it comes to love.
Am I?
Oh my gosh!
It could be something as simple as a speeding ticket.
Yeah, it could be. But
or it could be dismembering an entire church picnic. I mean, who knows? Could be anything.
Could be nothing more than a little bar fight or something.
Yeah, exactly. A bar fight.
It happens.
Yeah,
I know.
So that's not trashy.
It's not?
No, you're a little full of yourself, mister.
Full of myself?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a little judgmental, I think.
One noise complaint.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it takes.
Okay.
So, whose love started with one of you being on the wrong side of the law? Send us a DM on social medias or comment on the front pages at the Ace TJ Show. I don't know that we'll get anybody, but we're going to try. And if we do, then you'll be talking about that the rest of the day.
Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go. It doesn't matter whether it's weekday, weeknight, weekend night, makes no difference. It's always a good time for Papa John's Pizza. So you know Papa John's Pizza, you love Papa John's Pizza, but now they've introduced something that's going to make it even better. It's crispy parm crust pizza. It's a blend of Parmigiano Romano cheeses baked into their thin crust. Trust me on this. I've had it a couple times. Delicious. So you get whatever you want on top, and a blend of cheeses in the crust of the pizza. It adds a really nice texture and cheesy taste to it. So you get everything that you want and this additional fantastic thin crust pizza to go along with it. So baked right in there. So whether you are ordering for a game night or looking for ways to spice up a weeknight dinner, just I'm running late today, I'm going to order pizza. Doesn't make any difference. Papa John's has you covered. Order for delivery or carry out online via papajohns.com. You can always order through the Papa John's app or just call your local restaurant today. It's Papa John's.
Alexis, have you tried this everything shower? Have you heard of that? What the peoples are doing now, called an everything shower?
No.
It's when you take an extra long shower, maybe like an hour or more, and basically give yourself a full spa treatment once a week. Instead of just washing yourself down, an everything shower might include stuff like facial treatments, full body exfoliator, deep conditioning hair mask, detoxing scalp scrub, basically every type of beauty product that you've got. Some people also like candles and sit around in a robe when they're finished to give it more of a spa day feel.
Well, my hot water doesn't last an hour, so that wouldn't work.
Oh yeah.
I get like 10 minutes.
Oh
15 minutes.
Oh, have you GoFunded that? Get you some more hot water.
No.
But that makes sense to me. I most people would think that I would make fun of that. I wouldn't. I think you giving yourself a spa treatment is saving you money. Who can afford spa treatments now? The average person, and everything being so much more expensive now. But I can't imagine staying in the bathroom that long, unless I got some stomach issues or something.
Yeah, an hour is a long time just to be in the shower.
I know, but it'd be worse to be in the bathtub. Like my brother-in-law Chuck, and they're watching movies in the bathtub.
Yeah, but I don't know. At least then you're sitting down and you're relaxing and stretched out in the bathtub somewhat.
But after an hour, you're gonna look like a prune.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you can snap back from that.
I guess.
Yeah, the bath seems way more reasonable than an hour-long shower.
Standing in the shower for an hour seems ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I used to take hour-long showers when I was 14, but I definitely wasn't doing a hair mask.
Yeah.
You can get one of those handicap chairs and put it in the shower and just sit and chill. I've been thinking about getting one of those.
Not if you're single, though.
Mm-hmm.
No,
that is not a turn on.
But you just put it in the closet when you
you
hide it away. We had one of those one time. My wife's grandmother came to visit. She had to go down to the pharmacy and buy a shower stool for her grandmother.
Dang.
But then I used it. Yeah, all over the house. If I needed a little step stool or something, that's why I'd come walking in with that thing.
Why waste it, man?
Yeah. But I can't imagine sitting down in the shower when you don't have to.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Ace TJ 5G. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the...
Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
If you're still an influencer, you're living on borrowed time, because now there is something called, and I think this is really sad, and it just says a lot about who we've become as people. Now, the hot thing is to not be an influencer, it's to be a de-influencer. The de-influencer tells you about products you should not buy, things you should not be involved in.
And it's just so expensive. Like, this is insane. It's so expensive. This one's easy. The Ugg boots. Don't buy them. They're going to be out of fashion just as quickly as they came into fashion.
So her whole thing is to tell you what thing don't buy fragrances. Here's why you shouldn't buy these particular items. There was this one. There's somebody who's a de-influencer about fast food. What is so funny, TJ?
A de-influencer.
He's so dumb.
Now I got it.
You out here influencing D's.
I'm a
Look at her. Look, what's her name? What does she do? Oh, she's a de-influencer.
She's a de-influencer. I guess it all depends on how you say it. But isn't there something sad about that? That rather than, that The D-influencer. My point is that's becoming the hot thing now.
Yes, it is.
Is to be somebody who tells people what, like, don't do this, don't do that. This product sucks. That's terrible. Here's why you shouldn't buy this product.
Yeah.
There's something mean about that. And I don't know. I don't want to be a D-influencer.
Too late.
Some people can't help it.
Yeah, that's true. Some people can't.
You didn't even know you were a D-influencer.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I done got hot.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
So we're up and going on the YouTube today. We got the problems straightened out from yesterday. Is that right?
Yeah.
We're up and going.
And for once, that wasn't a problem on our end.
Yeah.
That was a YouTube thing yesterday, not us.
So
baby.
go look at the YouTube stuff and follow us on there, acetj.tv, or go to YouTube and just look AceTJ TV. Look always look I. It's really nice of you to do that. Do y'all know what that line's from? No. Look always look I. Karate Kid. Mm-hmm.
Never saw it.
Oh my God.
Oh, come on, man.
Well, that's all right. You're kind of weird when it comes to that sort of thing. Your entertainment choices and all. You like that Handmaid's Tale, and if you like a Handmaid's Tale, you wouldn't like a good movie like Karate Kid.
Whatever that's supposed to mean. My entertainment choices are, well, I'll believe it.
Whatever. We were talking about people who met and started their relationship because one of the people was on the wrong side of the law at the time. Say, you got pulled over speeding, and then you and the officer ended up dating after that or something, which I don't think that's illegal. If it's just a speeding ticket and you run into each other later and go, hey, remember me? You gave me a ticket. Like if you're at the club, if you're out at the club and you say, hey, you're the cop that gave me the ticket, and the cop's not on duty. The cop's just at the club having a good time.
Totally good.
Yeah. You all right? Was the guy who, the police officer, Alexis, who was, you said was flirting with you at some of these little festivals and stuff that you work at and all? You said he was good. He was cute, right?
Yeah, he was cute.
But you just weren't interested in having a relationship with an officer of the law.
I'd rather stay away from that.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a lot in common.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But if the guy that gave you the DUI that time, if y'all would have been talking later at the club, and he said, "Oh yeah, you gave me the DUI," and he was like, "Yeah, I did, but I thought you were cute, even though you were drunk. Mascara running all over your face, and hair sticking up in every direction, wearing a Tom Brady jersey dress. I still thought you were cute." You wouldn't. I'm not to get on in a relationship with him, but you wouldn't even consider going out with him or anything.
No, because he didn't need to give me that DUI. He could have let me go.
Okay. And you were at a .18?
Yes. Or he could have had me call someone to come pick me up, because that happened before. So I know that it was possible.
So you'd have been pulled over before, and you could have been cited then?
Yep.
And the police officer said, "I'll let somebody come pick you up"?
Yeah, I didn't learn my lesson. This was like a month after I got my DUI.
Oh, a month after?
No, like a month after I got the DUI. So like that happened a month prior I got stopped. I was not 21 yet, and the cop told me to call someone, and then a month later I got a DUI.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever knew that.
So what a revelation.
Yeah.
Get out of here. I did not know that.
Yeah, and I was way more drunk that first time because I don't really remember anything.
So he didn't know what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So that other one could have done the same thing.
Exactly.
How many times do you think you'd have been pulled over if the other one had done the same thing?
That's why I think the universe had to teach me a real hard lesson.
Because you definitely didn't learn the first time.
Yeah, amen.
Mm-hmm. Listen, that was a hard year.
A month after being pulled over, if I got pulled over for DUI and the cop let me go, a month later, I'd still be walking places. I'd be so scared.
I was dumb. It was a hard time. I was going through some stuff.
Yeah, well, as long as you were going through some stuff, that's the thing of the day. You know, you're in 2023. All you got to do is say you were going through some stuff.
Everything's okay then.
All right, never mind.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Good deal. Hey, what is butt booze?
I don't know.
But I'm dying to know now. I don't know either.
Butt booze. It's a special ability that some woman has. We'll explain to you. Maybe you can do the same thing if you have her attributes. Coming up next.
Now you can hear and see the show anytime. Just click acetj.com or acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. Want to see your business on AceTJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. AceTJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
All right, so how are you like Alexis? Alexis is starting a journey today. It's sort of, it's a journey.
It's a journey.
Spiritual, physical, mental.
I'm going to refine myself.
You're going to refine yourself.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to start a diet, basically. So, but it's a journey.
Go through all that. Where she started a diet, so...
You know, she's looking to turn things around, I guess. I don't know.
Can I ask one quick question?
Yeah.
What is your goal?
To just be healthier, have healthier habits.
eat healthier, be more conscious about what I'm eating.
So to be on a diet.
Get a Ferrari.
Lose a little bit of weight.
How are you like Alexis? Now, I'm a lot like Alexis, I think, in some ways. Nothing's coming to mind, but I'm sure I am a little bit like her. But how are you like Alexis, knowing what you know about her from her being on the show? Kelly said, because I would already have treats stashed to cheat on that diet.
Ooh.
That's how I'm like Alexis. Now, Alexis did say when we first started talking about this, she was already planning about where she's going to hide to eat her snacks and what she's going to do with the wrapper so that her boyfriend doesn't find them and call her out on cheating. Have you changed? Are you still planning that kind of thing?
No, I'm going to try to do it fair and square, and I actually ate my last bit of car snacks yesterday.
Oh, you did?
I did.
So now there are no more car
There are
snacks.
no more car snacks.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have been the first time she had to hide wrappers from her boyfriend.
Boom!
Get in the closet. Get in the closet.
Come on, get in there. No, that's not nice.
I like Henry here who said, I'm like Alexis in that I like to eat, and I too struggle with self-control.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I do. I struggle with
all right. I didn't wanna
self-control.
put that
No,
on
he's
you.
right.
All right.
You're right, Henry.
All right. How are you like Alexis? Kenzie said, because we be blazing.
Yo. Smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed every day. So I was thinking we were going to get some sort of profound answers. Like, I envy the relationship she has with her mom, but no. We be blazing.
Hey, it's 420 every day.
You smoking weed?
And then this lady said, I'm 4'8", short like Alexis. Happy birthday, Lynn!
Like you gonna sneak it in.
Who's Lynn?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Happy
They took their
birthday.
opportunity to give a birthday shout out, and it just got on the radio.
That'd be something I would do, though, so that's kind of like me.
Yeah.
Lauren says, I know exactly how she feels every time I get my lashes done. # lash life.
Oh, Lauren, I can't wait till Friday. That's when I'm getting my lashes done because your girl's struggling right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at these.
Yeah. You got
hello.
You got that naked mole rat look going on.
Yeah, it's starting to come through.
Well, I'm glad you're doing it on Friday because the next day she comes in and she's just like guns blazing and she's mean and she's kind of a
nobody likes
bully.
that.
You know? But Patricia has sort of the answer I think I was looking for. She said, being an empath. Oh, yes. I absolutely agree that other people's energy can impact you. Not only your mood, but it can feel like your entire soul is drained.
Yep.
Keeping good company is vital.
It's very true.
That's the kind of answer I was expecting from this.
Being an empath is a hard job.
Is it hard?
Let me tell you. Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know what an empath was. That means like you're respective of the vibe. You're respectful of the
you
vibes.
take on people's energy. You can come into a room and you can feel the energy from the other people. You can feel other people's emotion.
Yeah,
Really?
everybody has that.
Really?
Yeah. If you walk into a room and there are two people in the room and they've been arguing, fighting with each other, and then you walk in, you feel that heaviness, and you're like, oh, it's awkward in here, that kind of thing. So everybody must be an empathologist.
It's not special.
No.
Actually, it is, but
No,
we'll
it's
get
not.
into that. In a minute.
Everybody can do it. Somebody's in
Scientifically
a bad...
proven, it's only about 3 or 4% of the population. It's highly sensitive.
Okay, well then how do all of
But-
these self-help books say surround yourself with positive people?
Yeah.
So it affects everybody if you're around negative people all the time.
Yeah, but that's not what an empath is someone that I can go to one person and I can feel that they're sad for whatever reason. I can tell if they're a good person or a bad person.
Oh, you mean like a psychic?
No, not like a psychic. You just
like
feel
a
it.
psychic. Okay. All right.
Nothing like
Nothing like that. No, he's just trying to pop someone's bubble, dude.
Yeah.
That's all he's trying to do. He always trying to pop your bubble.
Because your bubbles is like Chinese spy balloons. They got to come down.
No, they don't.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Sound like you're enjoying that coffee, Riggins. You say,
sorry.
You say, like that. You be like this here.
It's good.
There is a woman on the TikTok who has a very special talent. Well, first of all, she has a large butt. I mean, it's big. It's huge.
It's huge.
And well, maybe this wasn't on the TikTok. Maybe it was on her OnlyFans. I don't know. The story's in the New York Post. Either way, it's one of those things. And she shows how she can fit a half gallon, a handle, so to speak, of liquor between her buttocks and sneak it into places.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. She said, I wish this was a joke. And then she demonstrates how she does it. And then shows that, pulling it out of her hiding place and showing. See, here it is.
Who wants to take that shot? I mean, at a concert, like a summer concert?
Yes. Yeah, stuff like that. If you just want to sneak it in to parties or whatever.
Come on now.
You wouldn't?
She fits the entire handle down the back of her pants?
Mm-hmm. It says between her buttocks. You asked me for a drink at a concert, I pull this baby out from between my cheeks. And then she does it.
That fireball's hot.
Yeah.
Hot fireball.
It's a half gallon.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a half pint. A half
area, I would think. But it does. Obviously, it doesn't show how it fits up in there. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It just shows her putting it up in there and securing it and then pulling it out.
That's
but
disgusting.
not naked or anything. Sadly.
Yeah, I need to see that. Do I have to subscribe or something?
Riggins and Alexis, do y'all think her butt is just about the right size? Y'all think women with those big butts are the way, the be all end all, or is that one too small for y'all?
Yeah, it's too small.
Mm-hmm. Because that one's about half the size of Kim Kardashian's.
I like girls that can fit 2 gallons. In
2
their butt.
gallons. Yeah.
That's starting.
Oh, I just saw her do it. Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's like Captain Morgan. Like, so you're drinking like hot.
Pirate
It's probably Sailor Jerry.
Ew.
No, if
I hate
pulling it
Sailor
out.
Jerry.
Oh my God. Hot on like a summer day at a concert.
Gross.
And I hate when people say, "Oh, we don't have Captain Morgan. We have Sailor Jerry." Like, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's not comparable.
No way.
Take a shot of Jaeger that came from between her cheeks.
Ew.
That'll make you throw up forever.
And that's what I think. Sailor Jerry always tastes like it came from between someone's cheeks.
Yeah, for real.
Mm-hmm. But I mean,
that's unbelievable. I'm still flabbergasted about the fact that she can put an entire handle of vodka between her cheeks and keep it hidden.
Mm-hmm. And that others would want to. It's not.
Yeah, it's sealed.
As long as she's the one pouring it.
Yeah. I don't have to touch the bottle.
Yeah,
What's the problem?
You go. There's.
No, you put it in a cup.
Yeah. I probably
okay. Well, if it's in a cup,
I probably just saved $17 or so at a concert.
Yeah. You could probably do that, Ace. You got a big butt.
Yeah, try it. Try to see if you can put a bottle in your butt.
Yeah, her butt's way bigger than mine, though, I think.
Yeah.
We could definitely get a yoo-hoo up Ace's butt.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't want to take the challenge, because he knows he's already done it.
A lot of things going on this morning. We'll do Now Trending next.
Hear the Ace and TJ Show anytime at acetj.com. And now you can see the Ace and TJ Show. acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner,
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go. Kind of a wrap up of a few things that are out in the world. Some things you might find interesting today. You might find this interesting. Nick Lachey, of all people, has been ordered to attend anger management and Alcoholics Anonymous because of a confrontation with a photographer last year.
Yeah,
March of 2022. Was he drunk when this happened?
He didn't appear to be drunk, but he was definitely aggravated. They were taking pictures of him.
Yeah, he was walking with his wife, Vanessa, and a friend. He noticed a woman taking his picture from inside her car. He reached in and tried to grab her phone. He also allegedly punched the car window. He wasn't charged, and if he successfully completes the required meetings and classes, he won't be. After the incident, he denied being violent or physical with the woman, but he did say, quote, "I clearly overreacted. I've been doing this game long enough to know that their antics are sadly part of the deal. Stupid of me. Done." End quote.
All she did was take a picture of him?
Yeah.
They were recording him. He was coming out of, with Vanessa. But I like that guy. I
like that guy a lot too. But it didn't say, was he intoxicated during this incident? Why does he have to go to Alcoholics Anonymous?
Yeah, it must have been.
Yeah.
Or maybe his defense, threw it out there that he wasn't acting right because he had been drinking.
Chris Hemsworth posted a picture of his wife Elsa shoving their son's face into his birthday cake. Some people thought it was violent and abusive.
It is abusive. That is abusive.
Yeah. He captioned it, quote, "Only way to eat cake in this house is to have mom slam your head into it face first." Commentators called it violent, unfunny. It could be cheaper to go to Europe to see a concert than to go see one here in your homeland of the United States, because ticket prices are so out of control with Ticketmaster's dynamic pricing and everything. People have started going to Europe because they feel like I'm spending the same amount of money and I'm getting a trip to Europe out of it instead of just going to see a concert in my hometown. One content creator got floor seats to see Jay-Z and Beyonce in Paris in 2018, $92. So same tickets in her hometown of Dallas would have cost $990. Another woman says she paid $200 for a ticket to see Beyonce in London that would have cost her $800 in the U.S. Now, in that case, the money doesn't, because your flight to London and hotel is going to cost you more. But people are saying, hey, for about the same amount of money, why not go to Europe to see a concert? Because at least then you get a European trip and see a different city at the same time.
Or just don't go to the concert.
But more proof that ticket prices are way out of control.
Ace TJ 5G.
Hey. Alexis, are you fading?
I am.
You're not feeling it.
I gotta breathe. I can't breathe. My
I forgot.
throat hurts.
I had these. I can help you out. Let me give you a Halls. Get a Halls. You'll feel better now.
But you went and used that nasal spray that we've been warning against.
I did.
People get addicted to it and all that.
I did because I was desperate.
Well, then, when you get addicted and you're lying in the gutter and you don't have any money left and you're just trying to get a squirt of Afrin here or there, then, don't say we didn't warn you.
It's just Afrin that people get addicted to, right?
Yeah.
No, there are other ones.
Because I've been wearing some Flonase out.
Not Flonase.
I've been wearing that out the past few days. It says once every 24 hours, but that. I'm a big boy.
I was using that spray yesterday, and my boyfriend Jay was like, "What is that?" I was like, "I don't know," but TJ and Ace told me that if I keep using, my nose will fall out. But I don't care at this point.
Yeah,
you'll damage your sinuses and stuff.
Look at
Mr. Todd.
Mr. Todd, he's got that thing.
Right, he's at home right now running the show on YouTube. Probably surrounded, sitting in a sea of empty Afrin bottles.
Yeah.
He's got like a CPAP machine. He just plugs Afrin into it.
It works,
Keeps
man.
him filled up.
Oh, it does.
It works until it doesn't work.
That's how they get you.
Remind me later. I want to come back to and ask about an Instagram story that I saw where your boyfriend was going through your closet telling you what you were going to keep and throw away. I was like, who's the boss in this relationship?
Please, it's not a boss.
That's what Kanye did.
Yeah, you were just sitting on the bed and he was looking, we're getting rid of this.
Yeah. He's helping me out.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ show.
A couple of things. Harry Potter is trending because I guess people just, again, we've talked about this before. People are discovering those Harry Potter wands that you can buy that shoot fireballs. They look pretty cool. Look at that. Bam.
Oh, I like that.
But they're made in China, and it seems very dangerous because you actually do shoot a fireball. But God, I want one so bad.
You can get stuff in America that shoots fireballs like that. I had a ring that would shoot a fireball one time.
A ring?
What?
Yeah, in the band, I had a ring and it put flash paper in it. It had a little thing that went under the bottom of my, it went into almost like in the palm of my hand, and it had a little trigger on it. And so I would just throw my hand up over the crowd in a bar, not smart, and just poof, when you hit the thing, the flash paper just pops out flaming.
Oh,
What song did you do that before?
I don't remember. It was during right in the chorus of the song, right when the solo hit. It was.
That is so ace.
It was.
Is there any way you can make fireball shoot out of my hands?
Right.
And we did.
We've got just
only
the
a couple. We did it a couple of times and was like, you know what? This frightens people. Not a great idea.
Yeah, looks cool though. Amanda Bynes, we've been covering this. She's on a psychiatric hold in L.A. She was in the streets naked, I guess. And it turns out she had been wandering around for days before that. Now, new video has emerged of a woman just walking down, I think it's Hollywood Boulevard. She goes, I'm in Hollywood. Look who I just ran into. And it's Amanda Bynes on her arm, who looks disoriented. But the good news is that Amanda tracked down a couple, borrowed their phone, called 911, and told the operator that she was coming down off of a psychotic episode and needed some help. So I guess that's the silver lining of this whole story.
I have not seen this particular video, but it apparently happened before she got naked and was asking for help.
Yeah, this was on the 17th, I think.
Okay, so this person
Friday.
saw Amanda Bynes, could clearly tell she was disoriented, and rather than help her, just shot a video and posted it.
Yeah. It was on St. Patrick's Day, so last Friday.
Yeah.
She wasn't taken to the hospital until Sunday, so or at least a couple of days.
It was. Does she know though? I mean, it's her responsibility. I would think on St. Patrick's Day, you just think, oh, she's drunk.
Well, it could
she's
be
out here like the rest of us.
That could be on St. Patrick's Day. I can see that.
I don't know. But, there is a good ending because she's now getting the help she
And for her to
probably
call them herself, and she was like, I need help.
Yeah.
I'm
glad I didn't get that vaccine.
I would just hope that if somebody noticed she needed help, that they would have helped her on Friday and not left her for 2 more days where something terrible could have happened to her or someone else.
For sure. Today's World Water Day, just bringing awareness that there's water
in the world.
All over the world, pretty much. I mean,
interesting.
There's a ton of water out there, and a lot of people don't know that. So
Nice.
I'm here to tell you that there is, in fact, there's so much of it.
I
so
got
much
some
water.
right here.
Yeah. Fancy water.
Yet a lot of it's not good. I don't understand that.
Can't drink most of it.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I don't understand what's happening.
I don't know.
Like, how do we in America have water problems? Like, I saw a picture the other day. They were working on the pipes in Jackson, Mississippi. They pulled this water pipe up. They said pulled it up out of the ground, and it's full of just mud and junk. It's like, what?
How's that happen?
We can't do better for these people. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think in Flint, Michigan, they still don't have good water.
How does that happen? How can we not fix that? It's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
I said a long time ago, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. I love that.
It's almost like we're surrounded by it constantly, but how much of it is for us to drink, especially in the ocean?
Yeah.
If you've ever been out on a cruise or anything, you look around, it's just water everywhere, but not a drop to drink because you can't drink it. It's salty.
That's really good.
That's good. That's a real good line.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Dropping gems.
Dropping gems all over the place. Well, there's some new research out that is going to help you live a happier life. And I'm going to share that study and how it affects you and everybody you love. Coming up next.
Get more Ace and TJ than ever before
Wait a minute.
at acetj.com or acetj.tv. You can hear and see the Ace and TJ show anytime you want. More Ace and TJ is coming up. The Ace and TJ show will be back in less than 3 minutes. You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ.
.com to find out the details and just go see about all the great stuff we're having. Riggins found a dog at the Cabarrus Arena.
Did.
Cabarrusarena.com. They always have something great happening at the Cabarrus Arena. You'd be surprised at the number of activities they have.
I'm not going to hold that against you, Cabarrus Arena. I love that little guy, but no, it was a great day.
You love him, but you hate yourself for having bought him.
Holy cow! And I'm hesitant to share this story. I wrote this down early. I said I want to talk about this here, but I'm hesitant to share it because yesterday afternoon there was I'm standing at my sink, and right on the window over the sink there's a bug there. It's spring and all the bugs are getting inside, and it's like, ugh. So I reach down and I grab a bottle of Windex and I put it on the stream setting, and I aimed right at him. And then before I knew what happened, it just came out naturally. I said, I'm sorry. And I hit him right between the eyeballs and he fell down. But I apologized to a bug.
That was nice of you.
Was that nice?
Yeah.
Or just, am I going insane?
No, I mean, that was nice.
Am I going crazy? Yeah. I might be going crazy.
You need to go hospital.
Have you always,
sorry, like it just kind of it rolled out.
Have you always apologized to the bugs, or is
Never.
this something new since you moved to the suburbs?
Yeah, it was something new, and I don't know. I was just feeling particularly compassionate yesterday. I don't know why.
Do you apologize? Have you apologized to other bugs before?
No, never. Never.
But he did go and Google a humane way to kill a butterfly after that one had been injured. His
That is
dog
true.
injured the butterfly.
But if you had seen this butterfly, what was he supposed to do? Just stomp on it?
Yeah.
Is that what you would recommend? Just stomp on it?
Well, what does it matter? The faster the better. The most humane way to kill it would be fast.
Well, the most humane way is that was not it. They told me to wrap it in a paper towel and put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer.
What?
Yeah, I told you that.
Suffocate it. Yeah, suffocate it.
That seems like the worst way. Like that's gonna take longer.
I remember it was put it in a bag, maybe not the paper towel, but put it in a bag and put it in the freezer.
But again, who knows a compassionate way to kill a butterfly? How do they?
The butterfly experts.
I know, but how do they know? They've never.
They're butterfly experts. Come on.
They've never sat there and said, "Hey, is this better than if I would have stomped you?" What do you want, Mr. Butterfly? Will you want to be put in a Ziploc bag and then suffocated and frozen through your last breaths as you're injured here, or would you rather just rip the Band-Aid off and be squished and be done with it?
I mean, would you rather be beheaded or spend your life in prison? I don't know.
But those are choices for people, not butterflies. They don't have feelings.
Butterflies ain't got no
feelings, man.
Ace TJ 5G. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
They've done the survey of 1,000 Americans, and they ask, what is the friendliest part of the country? Their choices were the South, the Northeast, the West, and the Midwest. And by far, way out front, the South is ranked the friendliest people. The Midwest is next, followed by West, and Northeast is voted the rudest. Because, I mean, they really don't have a lot to be happy about up
It's
there.
too cold up there.
Well, and it's dirty, and
There's huge rats.
yeah, and they're living under iron-fisted regimes. Just not good. Who has the worst weather? Midwest, and then the South was next in that.
So
which
the
is a
South,
lie.
the
Which is a
South
lie.
because of the heat, and the Midwest because of what, the cold.
Oh,
I don't know. Who
Humidity.
has the thickest accent? South dominated that as well. Yes.
Yes.
The wonderful, charming Southern accent.
Very sexy Southern accent.
Followed by the Northeast. Those Manas. And then,
Pack the cat, kid. Pack the cat.
And those New Yorkers. Where's the best place for a vacation? The South. Who has the highest cost of living? West. Northeast is second. Where do most of the people who quote unquote run things come from? In 1983, when they did this survey, Northeast won that. But they had a huge margin in that, but now the South is second, a close second.
Like run things?
We run things.
Like what things are y'all running?
Companies, corporations are putting their headquarters in the South because it's not as oppressive, or not supposed to be as oppressive with taxes and all of that stuff. But it's getting more and more that way in the South. But still, we're holding on. The best place to be and the best people you're going to find in the South. The most moral, the most likely to get into heaven. The most charitable, the funniest, wittiest, best looking. All of that was in the survey. I just don't have time to give the stats on it.
I think
But especially the best looking.
Skinner said it best. American by birth, Southern by the grace of God.
Oof.
Yes. Skinner said that, and every old man's bumper growing up.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line, because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
So, Alexis, I don't know if I've asked you this or not. Does your boyfriend have a problem with us saying that he's putting you on a diet and he thinks you need to lose weight and all that stupidness we carry on?
No.
Or does he just laugh?
He just laughs.
I mean, it's not true, but he just laughs because I'm saying it.
Yeah, he thinks you guys are so funny.
So yesterday was the first full day of your new nutrition plan.
Yep.
How did it go?
Well, lunch was great. I had a little bit of steak and a few shrimp and some rice. So I was excited. I was like, okay, this is good. I'm going to be able to do this. And then we went for a walk, and then dinner time came around. And my dinner was a peanut butter protein smoothie and half a turkey sandwich, and I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, you can't be eating a big meal before you go to bed.
It was so good. Half a turkey sandwich.
When she's used to eating half a turkey.
I was like, where's the mashed potatoes? This is not hearty enough for dinner.
Were you full when you went to bed? Were you satisfied?
No, I was not satisfied.
Did you wake up with your stomach growling this morning?
I actually felt good.
You did?
Yeah, waking up.
Because you weren't all weighed down at
Exactly.
night, sweating all through the night, trying to burn off some chicken nuggets.
But still, I was like, oh, yum.
Their wife or husband or girlfriend, boyfriend is a plumper, chubby chaser. So, he could be giving you stuff that you think is going to help you get in shape and all that, and he's just giving you stuff that's going to make you a sweet candy-coated mess.
A fatty on purpose?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be
You better not.
Gotta be cautious.
Maybe a plumper.
Yeah.
Well, when I saw my meal for today, it's a very small portion, and I was not happy about it. I was like, "This is all I have to eat. Like I'm gonna starve."
Yeah, but I mean, if it's a quarter cup or half cup of bacon grease, it's not much, but it'll do the trick if he's a plumper.
Right.
Yeah.
He better not be plumping me up.
Why are there marshmallows in my protein shake? They're healthy marshmallows. They're diet marshmallows.
That's healthy ice cream. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah.
Who put hot fudge on my chicken taco?
Mornings just got way better. You can now watch the Ace and TJ show live, weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and wake up with us every morning. This is Ace TJ TV.
Hey, listen, watch the show on YouTube. I don't know what you're doing with your life if you're not watching the show on YouTube already. At Ace TJ TV, make sure you go subscribe, hit the little notification bell so you never miss when new content is posted. It goes up every day. There's a new study out, and this might be bad news for Ace because it suggests that the key to a happy life is emotional stability. I knew you were going to take it the wrong way.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
I don't disagree with that.
Just kidding.
I don't disagree with that.
No, that's what they said. And they said it's emotional stability is most strongly linked to career, social, and overall life satisfaction, regardless of age, race, religion, ethnicity, location. Doesn't matter. But they said that the correlation between happiness at work and happiness at home, the correlation is higher as you get older. Which also makes sense. If you're 20 and your job is bad, you're like, who cares? You go do something else. But satisfaction at work also means satisfaction at home. So there are a lot of things that can bring you joy. And the new thing is now you're not going to find happiness at work. You got to foster relationships. Those are going to be what sustains you throughout life. So Ace and TJ's Joy Bombs. What simple life experience brings you an immense amount of joy in that moment? To me, it is when I'm eating pasta and my dog knows I'm eating pasta because he hears the colander come out. Don't ask. He knows. And then I give him a few strands of angel hair. To him, it's the most exciting thing that's happened all week for him. He does circles, he spins, he runs, just for a few strings of plain pasta. And I thought, I wish I could probably learn something from that, getting joy from small things like that. So what is it for you? Ace and TJ's Joy Bombs. Little thing brings you an immense amount of joy in that moment. The smaller, the better. The more insignificant, the better. At the Ace TJ Show, we'll get your answers coming up next.
From the Calotren Studios, this is the Ace and TJ Show. Find out more about Calotren at acetj.com/weight loss. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
Of keeping your business clean. Because the first thing people notice when they walk in the door is how clean your business is. Immediately, if it's not clean, if it's not pristine, it gives a bad impression. That's why the Johnson Group is so important. acetj.com/clean to find out more about the Johnson Group. That's all they've done since 2004 when the company was founded, because that's all they've ever done, is commercial cleaning. The offices of Bank of America Stadium, Optimist Halls, so much more. All kept pristine thanks to the Johnson Group. acetj.com/clean to find out more about the Johnson Group.
You know, they say, what's in a name? Somebody told me that one time, said, Shakespeare said, what's in a name? And I said, who's that? Shakespeare. I know who that is. One of the most successful companies in U.S. history. They make a product that is a household item for almost every home in U.S. America. It is the Q-tip. Q-tip brand cotton swabs. Now, would they be so successful had they stuck with the original name that they were supposed to be called, which was Baby Gaze?
Baby gays?
Baby gays, yes.
Like gays?
No, Gays, like little happies, like tiny happies, baby happies.
What?
Wow. Well, I don't.
Why would they call it that?
Yeah, does it tell you the backstory to why they called them baby gays?
I'm guessing because they're small, and when you put them in your ear, it makes you happy, makes you feel good.
Okay.
Like, oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. Because when people are in there with it in their ears, they feel good, I guess. But baby gays, because back then when it was invented, gay wasn't a term for homosexual, I don't think.
It's for happy.
It was happy. It meant happy.
Yeah.
And another little tidbit here. This is like these shark lovers always put out these types of statistics. They want people to know that champagne corks kill around 24 people a year, which means that they cause more deaths than sharks. More people are killed every year by champagne corks than they are by sharks. But how many people are maimed by a champagne cork every year? Dang. Like for the rest of your life.
How do you die from a champagne? Does it hit you in the head so hard?
Or, maybe it hits your jugular or something. I don't know.
I've told you before. New Year's Eve, 96 into 97, maybe. My TJ and I hosted an event outside a hotel. They gave us bottles of champagne because it was sold out, and they made a fortune that night. Standing outside, my ex-wife comes walking up the sidewalk, and I'm just standing there holding the bottle of champagne, and suddenly the cork explodes, and I hear it go pow, and she drops to one knee. As she walked up, it hit her right in the throat. She was going, and almost like I thought it was going to kill her. And I was like, I didn't do that on purpose. And she goes, no, I saw it. You didn't do anything. Accidents happen, man.
Yeah, but, she wasn't disfigured for the rest of her life. Like, if a shark doesn't kill you, chances are.
That's true.
You're going to be missing something.
Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
And the question is, which show member would you least trust with your darkest secret? And things have changed since I originally brought this up earlier in the week. Things have changed. Who would you least trust with your darkest secret? Right now, in the lead, with 35% of the vote, is Alexis.
Really?
They would least trust you with their darkest secret.
I wonder why.
Well,
I don't tell anybody secrets.
Maybe they figure because two far too often you don't have complete control of your faculties.
Mm-hmm.
You think that could be it, Riggins?
Your faculties are out of order.
Yeah.
I always assume that means like pooping on yourself.
It's not what it
Control
means.
his faculties.
Your faculties.
It doesn't mean that.
Pooping yourself.
What is that?
Control my faculties.
Incontinence.
Incontinence. Yeah. That's the same thing. Are they pooping themselves?
Yeah, they're like,
It's not.
no.
really
What are
bad.
you talking about? No.
Really bad, really bad. All his faculties are right there in his bed.
But speaking of pooping on yourself, Ace is runner-up in this poll.
Thanks.
A close second, but Alexis.
Radio and I try not to.
Exactly. He actually has data and proven facts that he can't keep a secret.
But I've gotten better at it as I've gotten older. Because
no one's told you their secrets.
I wish I could remember that secret about you. I would tell him.
Secret.
That's losing control of your faculties right there. That's what that is.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. Yeah. Wanna be like me, yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
You know, it can be hard to lose weight, and you've been trying other things, and this and that, and it never worked. And you've, a lot of women say they never have been able to bounce back from having kids and all. Well, you need to try Calitrin, because Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight. And so many people have used Calitrin and said, "Hey, I had success with it, and nothing else I ever tried worked until I got the help from Calitrin." It's not a wonder drug or anything like that, and it's not even a drug. It's collagen, top of the line collagen, the top quality collagen that promotes fat loss and lean muscle. And the people at Calitrin are there to help you the whole time you're using the product, anytime you need them. They're good like that. Nice people. And, you can get better sleep with it. A lot of people say that they don't have joint pain anymore. It's helped with acid reflux. It's just really great. So go to their website. You can order Calitrin from there and just check out all of the success stories and all the information on it. Right now, if you buy 3 months, you get 2 months free and $21 off. That's the March into Health sale with Calitrin at acetj.com/weight loss. 3 months, then you get 2 months free and $21 off. acetj.com/weight loss.
Ace and TJ's love bombs. What brings you an immense amount of joy in that moment? Something simple, something basic, but for some reason it just gives you the best feeling ever. We got a lot of answers. Do you guys have anything that brings you an immense amount of joy that might be surprising to somebody?
I have so many things.
Do you? Like what?
Walking outside and like when there's a full moon and it looks really low and it just lights up the sky, that will like take my breath away for a second. And I just like love being in that moment.
Love that.
Yeah.
One of God's little gifts.
I love
a
it.
Big full moon.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many of these. A lot of people were saying like an empty dryer when you need it, and that's okay. But one of my favorites comes from Crystal, and she said, "Feeling your man skin to skin and snuggled on his chest while rubbing each other."
Oh,
That was very, very specific,
graphic,
maybe borderline graphic.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to get together and rub one another this weekend?
Feeling your man's skin on skin and rubbing each other and feeling his chest. And then like this from Ashley, she said, when you bite into a jalapeno popper and it has that delicious cream cheese inside instead of that nasty nacho cheese, it's perfect.
That's a good one.
I've never heard of
That's a good
nacho
one.
cheese filled jalapeno poppers. What brings you a lot of joy, Ace? Like what is like euphoric almost?
Parking in the garage.
Parking in the garage. Oh, at your house.
At my
Got it.
house.
Okay, I was like, what are you talking about?
Like just parking in any garage?
Yeah,
I'm like, we can make that happen for
Changes everything about my day.
Yeah. Wow. That's perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for.
Because I used to have a really nice garage that I loved, and now I don't. Now I have to park on the street,
Yeah.
and so it makes me angry.
Like one of the poors.
Yeah.
TJ, what brings you an immense amount of joy? I know there's a lot of like comfort kind of things for you.
But along the lines of what you're talking about today, saying something that makes multiple people burst into laughter.
That's a good one. Yeah. It's euphoric.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Almost like a drug.
Right.
I get that. It's never happened to me, but certainly.
Well, just keep working.
Keep working at it. Yeah, there's so many. I don't know. Contribute your own, because some of these will maybe give you a new perspective on some things. There's a new fashion item for men and women, and it's supposed to signal others about your relationship status. Now, men are into it, are women? That's the question. We'll find out coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show 5G app is sponsored by Papa John's. Order now on our app, the Papa John's app, or papajohns.com. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
I'm telling y'all, a couple of weeks ago, I went on the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail in Gastonia and in Gaston County. Starts in Belmont. That's where I started. It was awesome. Wineries, breweries, distilleries, 7 different locations throughout Gaston County, and it expands even farther than that. I just went through those 7 at Gaston County, and they're all awesome. Any type of mood you're in, any type of evening or afternoon you're looking for, you can find it on the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail. If you want to see it, just go watch this edition of Ace at Large that's up now on our YouTube channel. The latest edition of Ace at Large is us going along the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail with some members of the Ace and TJ Radio family who all had a great time. That's just one of the great things that's happening right now in Gaston County. If you want to make some great memories with your family, with your friends, or with your significant other, all of which can be done in Gaston County, go to acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston to find out all about the great stuff, including the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail happening right now in Gaston County. acetj.com/Gaston.
There's a kid in the Philippines. His name is Drinkwater Rivera. That's his real name, Drinkwater. First name, Rivera. Last name, Drinkwater Rivera. He recently went viral because he posted a picture of his student ID. And a lot of people said, oh, this is a hoax, this is fake. But it's a unique name, but it is his real name. Since it went viral, Gatorade contacted him and made him the new ambassador for Gatorade in the Philippines. And their new commercial just hit the internet, and it's titled Water Drinks Gatorade. Because get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Water.
I get it. That's pretty witty.
Drinks Gatorade, and it shows him going throughout his day drinking Gatorade. So, listen, you got to capitalize when things like this happen.
Yeah,
you
you
find
do.
somebody named Drinkwater, we're using them. Did you guys ever do anything with radio?
No.
Remember Cuba Gooding?
Yeah, no.
You really missed the boat on that one, didn't you?
But his name's not Water. His name is Drink first.
Drinkwater.
Yeah.
Well,
Drink
Water's his
water.
last name.
No, it's the second part of his first name.
Yeah, Drinkwater Rivera.
Oh.
But do people call him Water and around the Philippines?
I think it's Drinkwater.
Yeah.
Hey, drink water. He said, I'm loving my name because, as we were told in my advertising class, you can make a good impact if you got the right branding. Well, that's pretty
Spot
with
on.
it. Yeah.
There you go.
God bless him.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
right, so I think, now it's official. I'm the only single person on the Ace and TJ show. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, 2 of us are married. 2 more in serious relationships.
It's getting pretty serious. Would you consider yourself in a serious relationship, Alexis?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. There's definitely conversations being had.
Conversations being had.
Yeah.
I hope so. I mean, what else? What kind of relationship would you have if you're not having conversation?
You don't talk.
Although I wouldn't really want to be in a serious relationship. I'd want to laugh every now and then, be silly.
This is a serious relationship.
Cut up.
Just don't laugh.
Yeah. So conversations are being had. You heard it here first with Alexis and her boyfriend. But if you are single and you're exhausted with dating apps and things like that, there's a new company called Pair that has introduced something called the Pair Ring. You can purchase one for $19.99, and it's designed for single people to let other single people know you're open to a conversation, maybe a little light flirting when you're out in public and things like that. Their goal is to eliminate the need for dating apps. They said dating is different with the younger generation now. It's people can feel intimidated by approaching somebody, but the Pair Ring that you wear is a sign to others to let them know you're open to a conversation at the very least. Now, it's $19.99. It comes with a membership that helps connect you to free single events in your area and things like that. All a good idea, I think. But women say this only is good for guys because the women are saying, well, this just opens us up to more catcalling. What did they say? It's a unique idea, but I just don't see the purpose of this. Only dudes are going to be wearing these. Women don't need an extra reason to be solicited. Solicited makes it sound wrong. Yeah. I hate that word. And then another Instagram user said, you could always just say hi and chat. You'll find out pretty soon if they're single or not.
Exactly. And so it's intimidating for people. It's always been that way.
Yeah, but you point out people are afraid of the new rules and they're afraid to make a conversation because they don't want to be labeled, whatever they're getting labeled, creeps or whatever. So maybe this breaks down some of those barriers. And
well, if you're honestly just trying to talk to a woman and she acts like you're a creep, then cuss her out and go on to somebody else.
You think?
Yeah, sure. All you're doing is talking to her.
You can't cuss anybody out anymore.
Yeah.
They'll sue you for that.
Yeah. They will.
Yeah, pick some reason to make yourself part of a marginalized group, no matter how obscure it is.
Yeah.
And then accuse her of being offensive.
Yeah. Turn it around.
If you're not being a creep. If you are being a creep, then just, stop that.
There is a possibility,
how do people
though.
not even just know how to talk?
Yeah,
anymore?
there is the possibility. Are we just thinking too much?
Yeah.
That's what I always say, Ace. Every one of these things, I say, you just think too much about it. You got to overanalyze everything. And you know why? Because everybody's got a product to sell on the internet.
True. That's true.
And
by the way,
convince people, you need this ring because you can't go and talk to people. And they'll say, the younger generation is now doing this and this and this. When a lot of times they're making that stuff up just to sell their product.
Yeah. Do you give what aggravates me about that is you're giving the quote unquote younger generation no credit at all. It always makes the quote unquote younger generation sound like they just have no social skills whatsoever, or they're so scared to talk to each other. That's not true. That's just not true.
It kind of is. People a lot of the younger generation grew up with social media being such a big part of communicating that I don't think that the communication skills person to person are actually there like they are.
They're not as bad as people make them sound. Well, I don't believe that.
It did hurt them a lot. That little devil Fauci.
I agree.
That messed them up for a couple of years.
But this thing, if you get the ring and you want to wear the ring. And when you go out, great. Other times you don't want to get catcalled. Don't wear it.
Yeah, well, catcalling is inevitable. I think.
Yeah, and anybody that is going to catcall or yell out things at women in that way, as long as they're keeping to themselves and all they're doing is acting a fool, then look at that as a positive. So no, this guy's an idiot. He's showing himself to be an idiot, and I know to stay clear of him and not expect anything out of him. As long as they're, just being stupid. Now, obviously, if they're advancing on you and you don't want it, that's a different story. That's a different kind of scumbag. But just, it's kind of like what I always say with tattoos on the face. Tells you, what to expect from that person. If you're looking for somebody that's going to be, the preacher at the church where you're a deacon, it's not going to be that person with a big skull tattooed on the side of their face or whatever. But that could be a person to hang out and have beer with.
Yeah. But their goal is to eliminate dating apps. Let's get back to real communication. Talk to people. And this is a way to sort of open that up.
Their goal is to sell rings and memberships.
Maybe. But they're hosting all these events. With the ring, you get invited to Pear Fest, which sounds like so much fun, for a year. And their first supply already sold out. So, and they've already raised the price, it looks like.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not knocking them. They came up with an idea, and they put it in play. Good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people just need social schooling. Like, somebody that gets nervous when he has to see a coworker in the grocery store. We need to make Rob face his fears.
Live from the Calitrin Studios. Find out more about Calitrin at acetj.com/weight loss. More of the Ace and TJ Show next.
Unfiltered.
I am so excited. Or excited, as a lot of people say, because they can't pronounce X sounds. I'm so excited. Because, Ace, I have a story here from our home state of Louisiana that is going to, once and for all, blow all of the stereotypes that Riggins has in his head about Louisiana out of the water.
Okay.
From this moment forward,
Changes everything.
there will be no more stereotyping of Louisiana people. You'll know that we Louisianians have classy, sophisticated, successful people just like every other state, Riggins. Okay. This is from the Associated Press. My opinion, mostly Marxist Associated Press, but this is from their weird story category, not just the hard-hitting news where they're slanted. There's a family who has gone to the authorities, and they've also had their community in Baton Rouge sign a petition in their support for this family, and the Louisiana authorities have given them what should rightfully be theirs that they have they've been fighting for, and that is to be able to maintain their relationship with their pet 22-pound Nutria.
22 pounds.
Nutria rat that we've told y'all so much about from Louisiana, where they are an invasive species, and they play hell on the wild the wetlands and stuff. They're a menace. But this family saw when this was a baby, it was crossing the road, and all of its siblings got run over, and he was hit but not dead. They picked him up, took him back, and nursed him back to health. They've had him for 2 years, but it's illegal to possess a Nutria rat as a pet in Louisiana. So the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, in a statement Friday, said that Myra and Denny Lacoste are being allowed to apply for a permit so they can legally keep Nudie, the Nutria, in their New Orleans home. Let's see. The announcement came after 17,000 people signed an online petition demanding that they leave Nudie and his family alone.
17,000 people.
Yep. They had already arranged, because they started putting videos and stuff on social media, and that's what alerted the authorities. Right. Like, hey, you can't keep, this rodent as a pet in the state legally.
But you can eat it?
Yep.
That's not fair.
Mm-hmm. So it is a beady-eyed, orange-toothed, rat-tailed rodent.
Orange tooth?
Yeah, it's got orange teeth.
Yeah, some of them have orange teeth. It's like a dark orange.
Just like every...
And
everybody else in Louisiana, is that what you're going to say? That's what you're going to say?
See a theme here.
Yep.
Theme developing.
Okay.
And they're just so glad that the ordeal is now over. They've been fighting for this. We're anxious to hold him and smooch on him.
Ugh.
That's what the mom said. So
Well,
there, Riggins, there you go.
This didn't
beat all those stereotypes. You got a family fighting to keep basically a giant muskrat.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Yeah. I'm happy for them, though. It's part of their family.
I'm not.
Why?
I don't. Just because a bunch of people got together and said, "Hey, you need to let this happen," they go against the law.
It shouldn't be a law, though. What's the harm of having that thing as a pet?
Because they're a nuisance. They are scavengers. They are pests, and the same thing that I always talk about, where people have these exotic, dangerous pets that they bring into the United States, and then they end up getting out, or they let them go, and then the next thing you know, we've been invaded by something that is, not good for our environment at all. Like if somebody had a one of these Australian brown snakes, one of the most venomous in the world, they had that as a pet next door to you.
No, I can understand that because it's a poisonous snake that's going to kill me. This thing is not going to kill somebody.
Yeah, it could attack you.
Oh, stop it!
It's a giant rat.
It can attack you, but it also could destroy. It also destroys property.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe they trained it so that it won't do that, or maybe they're out somewhere that it's not going to affect the neighbors around them.
Oh, nudie ain't causing no problem.
Right.
Orange tooth nudie.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know. I mean, a goldfish is a nuisance if you let it out of the tank. I mean, that's not a natural species, but people are allowed to keep goldfish.
What do you mean if they let it out of the tank?
Well, like you hear about all these goldfish people releasing into whatever that pond is, and they're eating up all the natural
those
wildlife and things. But we're not going to ban goldfish from being kept.
You should ban that breed of goldfish.
Well, it's a fancy. It's a natural. The regular goldfish.
You should at least make it against the law for people to release put those fish in ponds.
I think it is illegal.
Well, then,
yeah,
they're not releasing it.
Crack down on.
But these things are such a nuisance to the people of Louisiana and the wildlife and everything. It's not just like saying you can't have a rat that you get at a pet store as a pet. I mean, the thing's 22 pounds, and they do all kinds of damage to things. And I just don't believe I just don't believe in the fact, okay, if there's a law and you decide that you want to break the law, and because you get so many people supporting you in breaking the law, that they have to give you special treatment and say, okay, well, we'll let you. A lot of people said you should. See, now that is the danger of true democracy. We don't live in a democracy in U.S. America. People say we do, but we don't. Democracy is mob rule. And then that would be like if it were the opposite, if there were laws against taking a 22-pound Nutria rat and beating its brains out with a claw hammer. So that's probably there's a law against that.
I would imagine.
But the majority of people around said, hey, no, don't arrest him for that. Then that majority rule is a democracy. You say, okay, well, the majority says that it's fine for you to do that, so carry on.
I don't know that I followed that whole.
You can't just change laws because a bunch of people say to, is what I'm saying. That's what a democracy is. It's mob rule.
And we're not a democracy?
No, we're a representative republic.
For example, in a democracy, if all the people in one town decided to get together and say, you know what, let's say, using an extreme example, it's a majority white town, and they had a democracy, and the people all voted, and they just said, you know what, we're going to vote, no more black people allowed in this town. They could do that because that's a true democracy.
But yeah, we don't live in that kind of system.
We avoid that.
I just don't understand. If it's not affecting you and it's not affecting anyone else, why are you upset about it?
Because it is.
But it's not. You live in Charlotte right now. You're sitting in Mooresville.
Oh, me? Not me personally. I'm talking about in general, though. For any state in the United States that has laws, that just because a majority of people said that you should make an exception to the law, you shouldn't. I mean, if we don't have laws that govern each state that we're going to stick to, where does it stop?
But laws should change sometimes.
Should, yeah. But it has a process that it must go through.
And then go to, City Hall and say, all right, I'm going to keep my rat as a pet. Shut up and leave me alone.
Okay, maybe that is, for that area, maybe that is the way that they do it. Maybe they handled it the right way, where the statute says if you get a petition that has this many signatures on it, then we'll let you do whatever you want to do.
And I saw one of those Nutrias the other day. It popped up on my Instagram. First thing I thought about was you guys. But it was actually kind of cute. It was like eating with its little hands. Anything that eats with little hands, I think, is like super
They
cute.
can be kind of, you're right, they can be kind of cute if you look at it that way.
I would have it as a pet.
Yeah.
They're giant rats. And I've never eaten one, but I would.
Little hands, I just can't. I love it.
You're gonna take that family's pet away? I mean,
yeah.
Oh.
And also seeing that post.
Nudie.
All they
that's
wanted
not
was
cool.
They just wanted their nudie.
Listen, they got bigger fish to fry.
In Louisiana,
In
in New Orleans, most definitely.
And I get what you're saying. Go about it the right way. There's a way to get, because there's a lot of crazy laws. Like, you can't ride on a bicycle on Tuesday in North Dakota or whatever those stupid laws are.
Yeah.
They should go about it the right way. But to go into somebody's house and take a pet away seems a little over the top, cold-hearted. Doesn't it?
No.
It doesn't.
Look who you're asking. Are you
Not in the
serious?
least.
Look who you're asking, the cold-hearted villain.
Because y'all didn't grow up around dangerous animals and animals that were a nuisance to people's property and the natural habitat of other animals and stuff.
But maybe this one isn't. He's not a nuisance.
I love the fact that you just referred to TJ as the cold-hearted villain.
That's what he is.
Look who you're talking to, the cold-hearted villain.
But you have to have rules. And
rules suck. They literally do. They're
rules are
All right.
trash.
Yeah. Especially when it comes to cute little animals.
Yeah, especially when it comes to pets. No rules for pets.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, miss any part of Share Funny? Subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast platforms. More Share Funny coming up. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
if you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
I mean, how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and
Oh.
they were like, oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs.
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
What version did you see?
I was going to let it
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dope head movie to me.
No. It's a very, brain type movie.
Oh, a very brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
that was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Ace TJ TV. Search Share Funny and get more. Now more Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family.
And another thing, once you make an exception to the law, then everybody's going to want to be, well, you let them do it. Now we can have Nutria rats as pets. And then they end up really doing a lot of harm. Just the same reason we don't ever announce birthdays on the radio. Because if you do one birthday or you do birthday announcements one day, everybody's going to want birthdays being announced. It's like, well, you did the other. You did those people from Alabama. You're like, then the whole show be nothing but birthdays and Nutria rats.
Sounds not bad. But it's in, I don't know.
You just watch. Now it's gonna be a damn takeover.
You think? Oh, well, yeah.
It's gonna be a damn takeover. Everybody's gonna just be invaded by these Nutria rats now, because now the inmates is running the asylum.
Well, they probably should take the Nutria rat away, just because I guarantee the inside of that house is probably disgusting. It's probably not even good for the Nutria rat. I'm looking out for the Nutria rat. Take it to a rehab facility or something, whatever they do.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do to begin with.
If you got a 22-pound rat running around your house.
And then the first time you hear the authorities say you're not allowed to have that as a pet, then you should have turned it over. Okay.
How old was it when they?
I don't know when they first started. They said they've been battling to keep it for a while. They've had it for 2 years.
Oh, it's their pet. It's part of their family.
I'm gonna tell you right now, there is no way citizens of Louisiana don't know that you're not supposed to have a Nutria rat as a pet.
Sure. But they got it.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think the next news story we hear as an update will be that it was delicious.
They ate it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which then I would think, okay.
Right, of course you would.
Yeah.
Nutria helper.
Southern Louisiana, let's just say, I'm glad I'm back in North Carolina and those rats stayed there. They are a huge pain in the neck. Having one as a pet, I don't think so. They're a menace.
Why are they a menace?
Menace.
They tear stuff up, especially in the wetlands in South Louisiana, which is where they're predominant. Mm-hmm. They destroy the wetlands.
Yeah.
What do they do with the wetlands?
Huh?
What, they just eat the stuff out there?
Yeah, all of the they do eat all of the vegetation for the other animals. They dig holes and things like that are bad for drainage and things. I mean, they're just, and there are armies of them, and that's why they have to have times when they put bounties on them and say, "Hey, go kill as many Nutria rats as you want."
And they
do whatever you want with them.
They what's the word I'm looking for? They procreate quickly at a pretty rapid pace. They were brought there in the 30s to be part of the fur trade by people from California, and everything was
California.
Everything was great. You know what happened? they had a hurricane that they weren't prepared for, and it destroyed all of the locations where they were being kept. That's how they got out and got into the wild and went crazy after that.
I always thought, I looked up a picture of it, and I really didn't know that they were different from a beaver.
They're not much different from a beaver.
Yeah, and so why don't people have a conniption with beavers?
Because beavers aren't as damaging to the natural habitat.
But not everybody loves beavers either. If a beaver dams up a river that's supposed to be going into something, like on Duck Dynasty, you remember they blow up those beaver dams with the dynamite and all that?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Because
it's not the animal's fault. Like, they're just going off of instinct. They're just trying to survive.
Right.
Well, it doesn't matter.
You think it's the animal's fault that their house got torn down for your apartment building?
It's not that.
Habitat is what you're saying. We got to learn to live together. It's arm in arm, paw and hand.
Yeah, paw and hand. Like that.
Little adorable hand.
Oh my God, and that'd be so cute. A bunch of humans holding a bunch of little hands of animals.
Little beaver hands.
I love
Oh, that's the world I want to be a part of.
Yeah.
No, well, you
Not
go
this one.
Stuff with dynamite.
I
and
know.
Taking people's pets away.
Yeah, well, that's
Some monsters.
You ever fish with dynamite? I haven't, but it looks fun.
Yeah, but they weren't blowing up the beavers with dynamite. They were just blowing up their dam. So the water that they own on their property can flow like it's supposed to for the other animals. Now, I wouldn't advocate blowing up a beaver, although beavers are legally trapped in Louisiana. You can trap them. Mm-hmm. And if you ever see any of those Alaska shows, they do a lot of trapping on there. They got every house is a trap house in Alaska.
I'll hold a beaver hostage.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how much in 2023 a beaver pelt would go for.
I wouldn't suspect much.
Is a beaver pelt, and
do they even make real fur,
real
fur coats and stuff anymore?
Yeah, top quality beaver pelts may bring in $25 or more.
Hey, I'm about to start beaver trapping.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Raccoon pelts are worth 10 to 15.
Seems there would be a lot more of those. Yeah, I get that. Maybe I'll do some raccoon trapping.
Yeah, and I'm guessing it was in the whole state of Louisiana, but in my hometown of Winfield, you could sell raccoon meat, but you had to leave the one of the front paws on it
to prove
that it wasn't a cat.
Oh, that's horrible. See, you guys
That's a
do
good
horrible
law.
things out there.
It's all backwards.
No wonder you guys are the
How
way
is
that you
that
guys
backward?
are.
Do you think that it would?
You're protecting
that's a
the
bad
cats.
law that's protecting cats.
Just don't kill the raccoons at all.
Why not?
But that makes
Don't
no
eat
sense.
raccoon meat. I mean, you shouldn't be doing that in the first
But
place.
that makes no sense
Who are you
because
to
if
say
you
that?
don't do that, you have to do it to control the population.
No, you don't.
Yeah, because here's what happens. Take any animal. Take deer. If people don't hunt deer and you allow deer to just continue to breed, you end up with too many deer and they die out of natural causes and they do harm to themselves because there's not enough food for them. So it's all part of conservation. That's like wildlife and conservation. That's what it's all about.
I go back to my new idea of a new law that if any animal has little hands, you shouldn't eat them.
That's what I was going to say. Anybody who's not a vegetarian or a vegan that distinguishes what kind of meat people should eat and not eat it doesn't have moral ground to stand on there. If you eat meat, then why do you get to determine what meat should be eaten and what shouldn't?
Because
it's cute.
It's
a cute animals.
It's got little hands.
Yeah. We got to decide which ones are okay.
they are. And they eat like little humans. If you can eat like a human, you should not be able to eat it.
Okay.
Monkeys.
Yeah, exactly.
I would eat a monkey.
Oh, no.
Don't eat an otter. And you better not eat a
Tear up
monkey.
an otter. I really would.
No,
I would
you will
eat,
not.
I would eat. That would be a surf and turf for me.
Stop.
A monkey and an otter.
Me and you wouldn't be friends if I found out you ate a monkey.
I'll have the monkey otter servitor.
The only reason I wouldn't eat monkey is because that's how people got AIDS to begin with.
Yeah.
That's where that came from, eating and having relations with monkeys. So, I've never eaten a raccoon either, but I don't condemn people who do because there are a lot of poor people.
Yeah.
Or they may just like it. I
don't know.
And if the law says that, if the law doesn't say you can't eat raccoon or you can't sell selling's a different deal, and that's a lot of times Louisiana has crazy laws about what you can sell and what you can't. Like you can sell catfish, but you can't sell white perch. They're both freshwater fish. One of them's considered a game fish and the other one's not. And that's because there are way more catfish. And again, they're scavengers and all of that. But
and delicious.
Yeah. But the whole rule about leaving the front foot on a raccoon so people aren't trying to sell cat meat. I mean, I think that
is a good rule.
Civil society right there.
I stand by it. That is there for a good, logical reason. and it protects people.
Yes. Because I don't want to be eating a cat when I'm supposed to be eating a raccoon.
Oh, now you don't want to eat a cat. I bet
When
you
have I ever
would.
said I wanted?
I don't know, but you, with everything else that you said, you probably thought it.
What'd you call him a minute ago? The evil villain?
The cold-hearted villain.
You're the cold-hearted villain.
Yeah,
I wouldn't put it past you. You probably would love to eat puppies as a snack.
If I'm starving, I would. Yeah. I mean, we're at the top of the food chain. Anything below that is.
Yeah. Bow down, bitches.
If I'm starving, we're in a damn situation where everything's scarce. Somebody said, "Hey, I cooked this dog." I'd be like, "Okay, can I get a little for me and my family?" But I probably have to season it up more. There'd probably be some bland ass shit.
Put some Tonys on it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to put some weight on Toby the Basset Hound, just in case.
Don't
Never know.
Don't do that.
Never know.
I'm saying in a dire situation.
Yeah, what does dire mean to you?
I just said starving, scarcity.
You did just explain
Tuesday.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers and Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
I mean, how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they
Oh.
were like, "Oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs."
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
What version did you see?
I was gonna let it.
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Mm-hmm. Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dope head movie to me.
No. It's a very brain type movie.
Oh,
A very brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
that was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Let's go!
Oh, gosh, sorry.
So what kind of nose spray did you get? Nasal spray did you get, Alexis? Is it Afrin brand?
Yeah, it's Afrin. I bought it a long time ago, but then you guys scared me, so I never really used it again.
I use Flonase only because it seems to work best for me, and I'm scared of the Afrin because of what people have said. But either way, when you bought it, did you have to go in through an act of Congress to get somebody to come open up the case so you can get out of it? Really?
Those are two different things, though.
Oh, are
They're
they?
not for the same thing. No. Flonase is just a daily thing you use for allergies. Kind of like it's the same as if you took a Zyrtec every day.
Right.
But mall parking lot to pay for your Afrin habit. That's what happened to me. Bottle of.
But when you buy Flonase, the last time I went to buy it, 2 weeks ago, a week ago maybe, go into the Walgreens and I had to find somebody. It was like 4:45 in the morning. I had to go in there and find somebody to come open the thing up because it's all locked in a case on the shelves. And
Flonase?
Flonase. They had to come open the case so I could get the Flonase out.
You can't make meth with Flonase.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but it was locked up.
What do frat guys use for their allergies, Riggins?
Dude, Bronase. Feeling stuffy, dude? Get some Bronase.
That's so good. I love
Grab the Bronase, grab the Borg, dude. Call it a day.
Now, how do y'all feel about sharing a nasal spray with someone?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
It would have to be somebody really close to me, and they would have to be at a tough spot.
Would you come closer to sharing nasal spray with someone or chapstick?
Chapstick.
Really?
No boogers, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Something about, because to do the nasal spray right, it's got to go up in your nose. I don't know what that thing is that makes me weird about that, but I would rather do chapstick.
Yeah.
The boogers. I mean, it's boogers.
It's a booger.
That's right. You're right. When you think about it, it always comes back to being boogers. Yeah.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
But lip chap or chapstick, whatever. I don't know.
It feels
You might
like
kiss somebody.
that goes away. That just kind of rubs off. You
Yeah, I mean, it's
bypass
just-
that as it goes.
Doesn't go in your skin, I guess.
And am I the only one that puts it on the anus? Keep you from chafing
I don't
down
like
there?
that.
Yeah.
They just roll it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just a little circle. Just, and then clench.
Yep. Booty hole bomb.
That's funny.
Yeah. No.
No.
So you haven't used it this morning, though, so...
No, I didn't
you're
use
good.
it this morning.
But I'm telling you, you should, in all seriousness, you shouldn't use it any more than, like, unless you were just dying to breathe, and that's the only thing you can do.
That's how it was yesterday. To go to sleep, at least I was like, I gotta go to sleep. I gotta breathe a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're fine until you realize that maybe I have a problem. Then throttle it back a little
And does that nose ring affect? Is it bad when you get sick and you're having to, blow and spray and all of that? Does your nose ring get in the way?
It gets but it gets stuck on the Kleenex that I'm using. So there'll be like Kleenex residue on my nose ring.
Just a little piece of Kleenex sticking out
Yeah,
of your nose.
it's not cute.
You can't just take it out when you're stuffy and all, and then put it back in when you feel better, when you can breathe.
I can take them off, but they start closing really fast. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I've had it to where it fell off during the night, and I didn't notice it till like later in the morning, and by then I already still have to push it through.
How long do you
fast
think
it
you're going to
closes.
keep that as a part of your look?
Till I'm a grandma.
Really?
Yup.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as you have a grandchild, that'll be the mark?
All my
Or until
grandkids.
you're old?
Until I'm old.
Okay.
It's my vibe.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ace is always talking about he'd still be wearing earrings.
Yeah.
Now, if
I miss it.
Then get
Always
them.
have.
You should go bald, let your beard grow, and get your earrings.
Yeah, it would look terrible now.
Mr. Clean.
It would look terrible.
We'll go more like fully bald.
Yeah. I don't need to be that guy, but I would like to be.
Why?
Big hoops.
Why would you not want to be that guy? Or why do
Because
you
I don't
not
think it's a
need
good
to
look
be?
for me. It's not a good look for me.
Oh. But if you want to do it.
Yeah, but if it's not a good look, I don't want to do anything that makes me look even worse.
Oh.
I mean, I'm self-loathing enough about my appearance. That's not going to help me at all.
So then you really don't want to do it. You want to do it, but you wish it looked good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You wish
if it
you
looked
would
good,
look good.
if
on
I thought it
Yeah.
looked good, I would do it. I just think it's not going to look good. So why bother?
So if you don't think it's going to look good, why do you want to do it?
That's what keeps me from doing is that it doesn't look good. It won't look good.
That's what he's saying. He would like for it to look good on him, and he would do it again.
Yes, I would like to do it again if it looked good, but it won't, so I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
When are you going to feel like going to your next nail appointment, you think?
I have an appointment tomorrow. I know. I got crackhead nails. Listen, I'm struggling, okay?
Damn.
You don't need to point that out.
I didn't mean that. I didn't even notice that you had summer nails.
Why did you point that out?
Some are here, some are there, some are not.
Damn, got the bad nails.
I'm struggling, man.
Sinus. What you got?
And would they put eyelashes on you if you're sick?
Yeah, I just have to probably wear a mask.
Yeah.
Good thing that appointment's not until next week.
Yeah.
Ooh, thank goodness.
I know. I feel like I look how I look. Trust me.
Yeah.
I know I look like a.
No, you don't look bad.
Yeah. Okay. I know.
Don't look great.
I mean,
my nose is all dry around like the edges because of like blowing my nose. I look like a lizard. I just don't like it.
So what's the rest of the day? You get to go home and just rest?
No, I gotta work all day today. I try to get out of it. I don't think it's gonna be possible.
Inside or outside?
Inside, at least.
Okay, so not out in the little trailer thing. The portable.
Not the portable trailer.
What do they call them at school? The trailers or classrooms?
They call them.
We call them annexes.
Oh God, I
I
forgot.
thought they called them portables.
My mom just always called it a portable, than the portables.
Yeah.
Bungalows. That's what we called them. The
What?
bungalows.
The bungalows.
Yeah.
That's crap.
In Louisiana, those trailers they used when the school had too many kids and they needed extra classrooms. They're FEMA trailers.
Yeah.
My mom.
No, I'm kidding. But a lot of people still live in FEMA trailers in Louisiana or use them as to take to the camp out.
Yeah.
In them.
My mom had to teach in one of those one time for a little while, about half a year, because they had to do something at the school, like remodeling or pipes or whatever messed up or something. And she was teaching like 20 first graders in one of those little portable buildings. And they opened the door to go to lunch one day, and a bird flew in and got hung up in the blinds.
Oh.
You want to see panic ensue? Get a bird caught up in the blinds with 20 damn first graders in a portable building. And my mom does not like birds. And she said it was a disaster. Kids screaming. God. Some kids are wanting to help the bird. She's trying to keep them away from the bird while not getting close to the bird herself and get them the hell out of the portable building.
The other kids are wanting to eat the bird.
She had to run outside and they were yelling at like one of the guys that worked there, like, come help. And they had just closed the door and locked the bird in the classroom and just tore down the damn blinds. It was crazy.
So earlier in the regular old show, we were talking about this woman who can sneak a half gallon of liquor into a concert or something betwixt her butt cheeks. And it shows a video of her online doing it. And she just pulls out this handle of, I think this is scotch or something that she's got in her hand. Which all the, all the hot ladies drink scotch.
Yep.
Whew. But remember that story we had about the lady who would steal a case of beer? She could put it betwixt her thighs and walk out of the store with it. Yeah. I don't think I could put. Well, I mean, I could put an airplane bottle betwixt my butt cheeks and come out, but I don't think I could even go as big as a half pint, squeezing betwixt my cheeks.
I don't think I could either.
The woman that stole the beer, I remember she was a large woman and wore a big long dress, and it went up under like a sundress, and just went up there, and I guess she waddled out with it.
I mean, but this woman with the half gallon of liquor has ass for days. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. It's big.
But then we had a story the other day about that woman who could lift a table with her boobs. She'd turn the table on its side and then pick up her boobs and drop them down over the side of the table and then stand up, and they would stay because their boobs are so heavy.
That's impressive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Again, another thing I can't do.
You suck.
Yet.
Give up.
Give me time. Give me time. I'll have some flabby boobies. I can do it.
Yeah.
But I could if I don't know how many, but I could probably stuff several airplane bottles in my drawers and hold them in place just long enough to get inside the concert.
Oh,
You'd have to wear drawers.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Yeah.
I would for that.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
they
I
be
told y'all
I know.
back in the day when baggy jeans were the thing. On more than one occasion, I went to an LSU football game with a Ziploc bag full of liquor stuffed down in my pants. It was easy then, though, because the jeans were baggy. You'd stuff it down kind of in your underwear and go in. They couldn't tell a thing.
So you wouldn't drink liquor from an airplane bottle that I snuck into my drawers,
No,
Alexis?
I would not.
That hurts.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
How insulting.
I wouldn't drink liquor from any of y'all's drawers.
So rude.
Come on, man.
Not even your friend Rob?
No.
Your best bud?
Mm-mm. I don't want y'all sweat.
Rob would try to be
over.
sneaking a bottle of blueberry wine in his drawers.
Right, ew.
Rob, would you have a problem if we went to a concert or something and I snuck liquor in my underwear and pulled it out? I was like if I pulled out a half pint, does anybody want to have a drink? Does anybody want to mix a drink? Like, go buy a Coke. We'll mix a Crown and Coke right here because I stuck a half pint of Crown in my drawers. Would you do it?
It's a half pint, so it's not like sealed?
It is sealed.
Oh, okay. If it's sealed, I don't care. That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's a half pint, not half of a pint.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Half of a pint?
Yeah, we break the seal on it there and then start
that's
mixing drinks. Okay, me too. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, because none of the gross stuff in your body is touching where the liquor is or anything. It's got a cap on it.
Still, I feel like
fine.
it's still going through the cap somehow.
I would have you pour it. Like if it came out of your underwear, you pour it. So I'm not touching anything that touched up against his private.
But then the liquid is still going to pass through part of it that still touch the privates. The germs are going to travel from the outside to the inside of the bottle.
No,
man.
Odds of that are minimal, and it's a concert. I'm trying to get that up.
I'm clean and
Yeah, but you don't
fresh
even wear
as a summer
drawers.
breeze.
So if you were to wear them, you'd be extra sweaty.
Like his body would just react with extra sweat. Like, we're not used to this. We've got to get.
I'm fresh.
It's funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family. You're watching the Share Funny Podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers and Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
I mean, how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they
Oh.
were like, "Oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs."
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
What version did you see?
I was going to let it
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dopehead movie to me.
No. It's a very brain type movie.
Oh,
What now?
a very brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
that was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Ace TJ TV. Share Funny is a production of the Ace and TJ family. For more, download the Ace and TJ app in your app store. Now, more of the Share Funny podcast.
What?
I keep notes of the show every day, and like what we talked about and things like that. And I just wrote down what we discussed in the last Share Funny segment, and I just wrote it out. And I realized it sounds kind of funny when you read it back, but liquor in the butt. that doesn't sound right. Liquor in the butt. Don't do that.
Liqueur
in the butt.
Y'all remember that that woman who was on the OnlyFans calling herself the world's hottest grandma? We talked about her a while back.
Yep.
Gina Stewart. She's 52. And she is leaving OnlyFans, or has already left OnlyFans, due to so many people joining and all of the hardcore pornography. It's lost its luster a bit. So she's been invited to join Playboy's new social platform called Centerfold.
Okay. She's stunning. Very sexy.
What? These pictures I'm looking of her now, she's pretty, and because I don't look at 52 as being so old. It's a grandma. She may be a grandmother, but she's got a good body. But nowadays, that just means all you got to do is keep yourself in shape and get fake boobs, right? So that's pretty much what her deal is.
Yeah, let me make sure I'm the right person.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Mm-hmm, she is.
Oh, yeah, that's
she
her.
is.
Yeah.
But to call herself the sexiest grandma, the world's sexiest grandma, I guess that's it's a gimmick. She looks like she does look like a Playboy.
Yeah.
When they do women in their 50s issue, they used to do that, didn't they? They used to do themed issues of Playboy.
So she's leaving OnlyFans to go to work for Playboy.
Yeah, the Playboy social media platform called Centerfold.
Okay, is that like a pay thing?
I'm guessing. Okay. Yeah. But what all was she doing on OnlyFans? Was she like hardcore stuff? I wonder, because I don't know if Playboy does that now, or they used to be known for not being hardcore and nasty, tastefully done.
Alexis, let me get my credit card.
But I don't like her teeth.
Her teeth?
Yeah. They're kind of.
I'm looking at them.
A little horsey.
Little horse teeth.
Little horsey tooth.
And then this picture of her, she's what do you call it? When you erase you do the touch-ups.
Photoshop.
Face tuned.
Yeah. But yeah, still pretty. And it's not my type of look that I would go for if I'm out looking for a mate. She looks like a girl to have some fun with. Go have she's a fun girl. But not the type of look that I would say, oh yeah, this is my wife.
Teacher.
What?
Come on, man.
Not. I would, I'd go out with her.
It's mine.
But that's not.
It's 100% mine.
Yeah, I'm not really into that look for, serious relationship. What do you look at me like that for, Alex?
Because you're full of it.
I'm not, I swear. I swear I'm not.
Why are you full of it?
I like a look that's more of a, less what some would call sexy, others might call slutty. That,
Well, I'm curious.
I like less of that.
Well, what does she look like normally?
If it's somebody that I'm going to be serious with and all, and taking as my mate, I would want her to be more toned down.
Well,
tone it down.
Well, sure. I mean, these are modeling photos. What does she look like when she's wearing t-shirt and jeans and going to Target? That's what I'm trying to find now. That's probably more what she really looks like.
Mm-hmm. She looks like a whore at Target.
I can't find anything other than her modeling photos.
A no Target whore is what she looks like. Ace. I'm kidding. But I don't go for that look. This sluttier look, unless I'm because it's been so long since I've been dating anybody or anything. But still,
assume that you don't want to marry the OnlyFans model. What are you gonna say? This is not an attractive woman. Now, it's not my. I wouldn't marry the woman.
I've read many times. I said she's pretty. She's beautiful.
Would you? So
but that slutty look, I don't like as a mate. I don't like the tons of makeup and the crazy flaunting of the heavage and the cleavage and ass hanging out of outfits and things like that. That big extension hair at 52 is not something that I would be interested in as a serious relationship. I mean, she's got extensions going all the way down like to her waist. And all teased to the moon and looking like she's DTF all the time with anybody that wants to pay her subscription fee. I'm not liking that.
Would you date because so many do it now, Riggins? Would that prevent you?
A bottle of Fireball up your booty, and somebody paid $8.
And let's say if one of your brothers were to be dating and only wasn't married obviously, but were to be dating someone on OnlyFans, would you go look it up to?
No.
Check her out?
No. Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, I like clean looking women. Sophisticated looking.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
I mean, they can have the fake whatevers as long as they look sophisticated and clean.
Sure.
Not like a, stripper.
Yeah. 52. I mean, knockout for 52. That's impressive. Oh, look, here's one of her doing yoga, talking about damn peace in her life and talking about manifesting shit. Meanwhile, you got your titties hanging out.
The Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 20